Hey guys, J-Man here. We're starting a bit early today because if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late. Remember that rubbish saying? Hey Belle, what's going on? How are things? I know you've kind of been in and out. The last few posts I saw of yours, you were just taking a break for a bit, but then I did see you post some stuff, so I not sure. Yeah, we're gonna be beating up some of this what if stuff. Hey, Zack Snyder fanboy. Yeah, I'm gonna send you a private link. And we're gonna and then I'll have you on once we give our thing. I've been pretty good. I had to close my escape room business, so I've had a business for 5 years. Well, the last year and a half, the escape room wasn't going so well because of COVID. So I had to actually close it down. So if you don't know what an escape room is, it's like you get together with a bunch of friends. You're locked in this room or a series of rooms. You have to solve puzzles and do all these cool things. Sometimes crawl or climb, and you team up and you try to break out. So you find clues that unlock doors and unlock other puzzles and clues. So that's the business I had. I wrote escape rooms. I came up with storylines and did videos and stuff. And I was one quarter partner with my cousins, and we had to shut it down, which sucks. It was called Narrow Escape, which I came up with the logo and title. So I was very, it was sad. It's sad. We had the first 2.5 years was great. I didn't lose any money. Um, all in all, I kind of broke even on the entire thing, but still, it was about 5 years of hardcore working to like 12-hour days to get this business going. So that kind of sucks. So yeah, it sucks, but I'm back on. I'm just doing my streams again. I'm kind of all back. We're closed. Hey, Masked Panther. Hey, I think are you new to us here? Thanks for dropping by. We're going to be talking about a little bit about everything. I did not see Superman and Lois, so hopefully I'll talk about that next week. I don't think there's going to be a stream Sunday. Saturday I'm going to be at my cousin's place finishing up the closure and just having a little bit of a celebration with my employees. It's their last day, whatever. So that's gonna be Saturday. So then I might not be up. I might not have time to read all the comics and watch everything for Sunday to talk about it. Um, the Suicide Squad, which is Suicide Squad Part Two. I would say Suicide Squad Part One is 5 out of 10, and Suicide Squad Part Two is maybe 6 out of 10. It's a little bit better, but there's still a lot of problems with it. I still don't think they got it right. The first Suicide Squad movie should have had Black Mask, as the villain. Birds of Prey should have been the real Birds of Prey, and they should have been fighting the Joker. And then this movie, they should have been fighting the Thinker and have him doing all these, crazy elaborate plans, because I don't think that, that terrorist guy or that politician, whatever guy was really, a threat of any kind. Starro was almost too big of a threat. It doesn't really make sense how he's defeated. They shoot Starro in the eye. It does no damage. Bloodsport uses energy weapons. It does no damage. Yeah, I agree. He should not have been the villain. So the energy weapon does no damage. They're shooting regular bullets. It doesn't hurt them. But all of a sudden, that javelin, which I did look up, well, I didn't look it up. Sean looked it up. The javelin was not magic. It wasn't special, but somehow the javelin pierced the eye of Starro. And then rats, who supposedly can breathe underwater, or I don't know. They're in that. They're in his eye. It's all liquidy. I don't know. That was a little bit weird, to tell you the truth. That was weird. Like, how did they defeat this? It was just as dumb as the Enchantress. I don't know. Starro looked cool. Like, him walking around was amazing. And to see Superman, yeah, I know. Superman should have been there. Well, when the Green Lantern Corps or Superman or whoever, whenever these heavy hitters fight Starro, it's pretty crazy. So the Suicide Squad defeating him is kind of dumb. A little bit too silly. This is one time where, because everyone knows how I feel about the Superman angle and like taking it to a darker spot. I don't like that. But in this case, Suicide Squad should have been darker. Like David Ayer, his visual concept and his the darker parts worked better for Suicide Squad rather than James Gunn. Let's make everything fun and silly. Now, fun and silly might work for like a Guardians of the Galaxy, perhaps, but really not for Suicide Squad. So I'm not sure if he was really the right. It's almost like the first Suicide Squad, the kind of the tone and the darkness and all that, and like that was better, and not having everyone die as well. I think that was maybe better, but like the second one, had some interesting characters, but it was just too silly. So I don't know. Like I'm saying the second one is a little bit better only because the fights were a little bit better. I could see it clearer. I thought the first one had a dumb plot too. Both plot. I think the plot or the story of part two, where they have to destroy that building and destroy the evidence, and then they're trying to, and then that guy's taking over Corto Maltese, and they're like, okay, we got to bring this guy down or whatever. That's probably better than the first movie's story, but the tone wasn't as good, and the criminals weren't really as scumbaggy, I guess. And it's weird, like, why is Ratcatcher even on the Suicide Squad? Like, she didn't do anything that bad. They in the beginning they get Bloodsport in there, and she's like, well, we want you to join, and he's like, no, I don't want to join. And then they're like, well, we're gonna mess with your daughter. Why are they even bothering with that? Why don't they just, like, the first Suicide Squad movie did this better too, where they just went in, gassed everybody, and then shoved the bomb in their neck? Like, why is there even a decision being made as to, do you want to join? Like, no, you're joining. They also killed too many people. I understand they tried to make it fun, like, wow, all these characters are dying, but I started to think, like, if everyone is dying, then this isn't special anymore. Like, I felt when El Diablo died, even though he was a CGI character, which was stupid, I felt something for that character more because, he sacrificed himself. And I thought that was better handled than just random people dying. I know that some people make fun of the Suicide Squad characters and they're like, oh, they're just idiot villains anyways, so just kill them. But this was your opportunity to make some of them shine. Like Polka Dot Man had this whole backstory with his mom, and that was kind of funny and weird. But then he just dies. You're like, well, okay, I don't know your spoilers. Should I not spoil it? What if episode 2 was amazing? Oh, Anthony, no way. Oh, dude, I'm gonna beat the living crap out of episode 2. Episode 1 was like marginally passable. I did not like episode 2. Oh my god. I'm gonna beat it up, Anthony. It's gonna be good. It's good. I'm just waiting for my peeps to come on. All right, so let me see where we are. I agree. Yeah, it's entertaining. Again, can the Ayer cut possibly save the first movie? I don't think so. I don't think this is the same thing with the Snyder cut fans versus the Justice League theatrical. Those are two different films. I don't know how different the Ayer cut movie or the Ayer cut is. Maybe it'll be less of a music video montage, which was kind of irritating in the first movie. I don't know if it could be fixed with editing or with filming additional footage, because I just didn't really like Enchantress. So I don't know what they're going to do with it for that. Yeah, right. Everyone's dying overkill. Okay, yeah. So what if? Oh, dude, I'm gonna beat that up so good, Anthony. I didn't like it because it was. Oh, there's so many reasons I did not like What If episode 2. But I haven't spoken to Sean. I have not spoken to Steven. I have not spoken to Greymalkin. And Pikachu has reached out to me privately, and he wants to add his thoughts on it. Okay. Batman should have been there. Yeah, I know, right? Like that was weird. Episode 2 is amazing. So we'll get back to that. How do you like it? We're gonna talk about it. Geek Studios, what's going on, dude? Could not be reached. What's up? I'm not getting anything out of the genre anymore. Superman and Lois isn't bad though. Yeah, Superman. I did not watch the did not watch it yet. Am I on paused? Am I paused? Oh man. Hey Steve, can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you being
Hey Caleb,
paused?
what's going on?
Why are you being paused for? What did you do?
What if so emotional? The thing is that the emotional. I'm having internet problems again, even though I'm literally plugged in and I check my connection. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, I can hear you. What if 2? We're going to talk about it. I don't know if Greymalkin's coming on. Pikachu wants to come on, so I'll send him a link privately afterwards. Look, Chadwick Boseman. Okay, so wait. Let me get back to what I was saying. So I haven't talked to Steve about What If 2. My internet's fine. Thanks, Caleb. I haven't talked to Steve about it. I haven't talked to Sean about it. I haven't talked to Greymalkin. I haven't talked to anybody about What If number 2. For a recap, Steve and I were in the positives for What If Part 1, though I was slightly more positive than Steve was. However, Greymalkin was very upset with episode 1. He gave it a 3.5, I believe, out of 10.
Yeah.
Steve, were you at a 6?
6.5.
6.5. I was at a 7. I would probably be willing to go down to a 6.5 to be in line with you, Steve, because or even a 6 possibly.
Yeah, I could be talked down to a 6. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like, yeah.
Yeah, oh, you mean okay? That's why I said pause. So the thing is that okay? So oh my gosh, okay. So did you see What If episode 2?
I did not, but I know what it's about.
Oh, drat. Okay, so you did not see it. Well, no, you don't. I don't think you really know what it's about unless you know every detail of it, because every detail of it is garbage. Anthony, you want it? Anthony's gonna come. Okay. Let me see Anthony's. What's your name on Twitter again, Anthony?
So wait a second. I
found it, Anthony.
So first of all, I have no. Like, I'm not like I didn't see What If 2. I know you saw it. I didn't even see it because I have like part 1 was fine, but I have no, like, I wasn't like dying to see the next one. So that's why I usually watch this stuff on like Fridays, because I can wait a couple of days. Cause like, I don't know what's happened. Marvel is like so boring to me now. Like, I don't know. Like, it's so, like, I don't care or whatever. And What If just doesn't intrigue me. It doesn't. I don't know why they even did What If. I'm like, sure, if you want to, but
I think that they have completely messed up the What Ifs, and I'm going to I'm actually going to pull. Okay, so some people weren't here before. There was a show. Sean and I went to a toy show, a geek show, and we picked up some stuff. I did get the Red Ranger. So, Steve, if you can find the Pink Ranger, grab that for me. I need the Pink Ranger.
Pink Ranger?
Okay. Pink Ranger. I've got, and blue, pink and blue.
Okay.
Oh, no. I have blue. Oh, shit. I only need pink, and I got everybody. Okay. That's out. I'm going to grab these. I'm just going to be just off to the side for a sec because I want to show people these. Let me see. So I ended up giving away all of my What If comics when I was doing a purge of comics, and I ended up giving them away. So I only have these two are brand new that I just bought last week. This one, What If Wolverine Was an Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., was a childhood favorite of mine. Plus, it's Rob Liefeld, and I love Rob Liefeld. Yes, we know everyone beats me up over that. That's okay. I can take it. I've been taking it for years. I can take it from it anyway. This one, What If Wolverine Battled Conan? I mean, that's the damn best. Conan's like my favorite, right? My first ever tattoo, my favorite movie. So, and Wolverine's one of my favorite characters as well. So this is like gold, right? So I had to get this one. Now, I never had this one as a kid, so I never read it yet. Okay, so give me one more second. I'm just putting my stuff to the side here. Now, I could be wrong, and I've got a few people in chat right now who are comic book experts, and Sean's going to be coming on as well. And I'm going to get back to my point in a second. Have you seen the Eternals trailer? No, but I saw the new He-Man and the Masters of the Universe trailer, which we could talk about. Did you see the new Eternals trailer, Steve? We'll get back to that, and let me ask Sean and Gray if they come on. The What If animation looks like garbage. Oh, interesting. I liked the animation. A lot of people. Oh, F. Rob Liefeld. No. He blocked. Well, he blocked you because you're probably being mean, like you're being right now. You're being very mean. I like
Geeks is being mean.
Oh, Geeks, come on. You know, I would never block. I don't block anybody. I had a troll on a couple of weeks ago, and I was so nice to the troll that he didn't come back. And I'm like, I'm thinking I'm supposed to be.
You defeated the purpose of the troll. You're supposed to yell at them.
I defeated him.
You need a manual.
I defeated the trolls, and I'm like, no, come back. I wanted them to come back.
You were happiest for the troll.
I was so happy. It was a guy pretending to be Ethan Van Sciver, as though that guy has nothing better to do than to show up on my losery stream. Okay, what if animation looks like garbage? Okay, so I like the animation, so we're gonna definitely talk about that because I thought the animation was cool, especially in the first episode. I thought it was really nice. Like, what if interesting? Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. What if it's just taking MCU movies and turning them for what? Yeah, this is why I brought these guys out into the conversation here.
I know what you're going to say already. Like it's like the first one. It's just like they took a movie and they're like,
yeah,
what if T'Challa was Star-Lord and followed the same storyline? It's like, this is not interesting.
Right.
It's just, yeah.
Right. No, that the problem is, okay, so I dropped 15 hours ago, like it. Okay, I will check it out. I'm not, God, Eternals is Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby's the greatest person of all time in comics, for sure. And, but I'm sad to say this, Eternals is something that I never read. I read the first issue on digital, and then I never read any more of it. But Sean is a pretty decent,
he read a lot of it.
He read a lot of it. When I saw the Eternals trailer, it did not look like Jack Kirby to me. This is the reason. Like, if we talk about Thor Ragnarok, which if you examine Thor Ragnarok, it's kind of a shit Thor movie, right? He's kind of a joke. He's not that great, but the movie is fun as a movie. However, asterisk, the design work of the characters of the alien world, just that the colors, color palettes, it just screamed Jack Kirby to me. And it popped. Yeah. And Steve knows this, and I bought the art book for it. I walked out of that theater. I was like, whoa, my mind's blown. This is a Jack Kirby, come to life on the screen. To me, that was very exciting to see. I'd never seen that in any other Marvel movie up until that point, and I've not really seen it since. So Eternals is like a pure Kirby thing. So Kirby, once he goes to DC, he starts doing his own stuff. Now, I could be wrong because I don't know everything, but prior to that, he was a collaborator. He's always with another person. So he's like with a Stan Lee, or he's with a Joe Simon, or whoever. He's with other people creating stuff, artist and writer, Marvel Method styles, right? Eternals is his own thing, I believe. So what the hell? This should look like a Kirby thing, right? And it doesn't. So it's a fail on that part. Your favorite what if is what if Professor okay, so that okay. Let me get through some of these comments, then we're gonna go get back to what if for a second. I like the animation, the voice acting, spot on for what if. I agree. Animation, voice acting, good job on both things. Right. We don't know what's going on with that.
I mean, I have something to say about that, but the thing is that Marvel Phase 2 got us excited for Guardians of the Galaxy, and no one knew who the shit the Guardians of the Galaxy were before that movie.
Or knew who the Guardians were, but didn't really care.
They
the
may
Guardians that I know weren't even these Guardians. These were the new Guardians, right? I don't even know these guys. I know Rocket and Groot.
Like, everyone knows Rocket, but everyone's like, there's a talking tree and Chris Pratt's in it, and like Dave Bautista all in like Drax the Destroyer. Like, no one knew these guys. Like, and what people fail to remember, and J-Man, you told me this, is there are people at your work before Iron Man came out who didn't even know that Iron Man was based on a comic.
Right. Like, no, yeah, people didn't know. People don't know these things. Like,
no.
They're just going in blind, which is why I say go with the comics. If you have because you're going to have an existing audience of comic book lovers and nerds who are going to go no matter what, right? So when Iron Man came out, Iron Man was never, still isn't, in my top 10 Marvel guys. He's probably not my top 20 Marvel guys. He may not even be in my top 30 Marvel characters. Iron Man's probably not even in my top 30. He might be in the top 40 if I start to actually name characters. But most of my people are, like either like the solo characters, like the Daredevils or whatever, or I get into West Coast Avengers, Hawkeye, right? Or I start getting into, hey, Andrew, what's going on? Or I start getting into, Cyclops. Like Namor is kind of my favorite, sort of. It's weird. Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character, but like Namor, I love him so much, and I kind of almost feel bad that I put him up into number one because nobody gives him enough love. But it's hard. Spider-Man is in there. Spider-Man, Hulk, the people you think. So it's like Cyclops, Jean, what's it called? Namor, Hawkeye, Daredevil, Spider-Man, Hulk, Wolverine, right? Like the generic people that you're gonna think are the ones, because this is when I grew up. Look, I grew up loving Wolverine. I like Punisher, Spider-Man, Hulk. These are childhood characters. Like Spider-Man's never gonna be out of the top 10. Like that's just like literally not gonna happen. Same with Incredible Hulk. I like the Thing from Fantastic Four. Marvel 2-in-1 was my favorite kind of team up book. There was a lot of those. Those characters are always gonna be there.
Like my point though was, I know what Anthony's saying. Like, oh, they're not going to do Wolverine and Fantastic Four right now. But what happened to Marvel getting us excited for characters we either didn't know a lot about or haven't even heard of? Like that's not happening anymore. Like Shang-Chi's going to drop in 2 weeks, and I'm like
I have such zero hype for that. Normally at this time, Steven and I would be I'd be texting this guy every minute. Okay, I'm getting the tickets. What's going on? We got to pick our seats. Like I'd be in friggin' frantic mode. When all of these MCU movies were hitting their highs, I was texting Steve and Sean every minute. I'm like, okay, guys, got to go on order. I was up at midnight waiting for the pre-order tickets. And I'd be like, guys, I got Endgame tickets, baby. We've got, day one, first showing, like this. Shang-Chi's out. We're like, yeah, okay, it's Shang-Chi. Well, yeah, I guess maybe we'll see it. I don't know. I don't even know. I haven't even talked to Sean about what is going on with this movie. Are we supposed to be going to the theater or not? I don't know, right? Nobody's okay, so let's go through. Anthony, I got your thing. I will send you a link when we're ready to do a what if breakdown. Arkham Gaming. I'm not really interested in the MCU right now.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree with that. I'm not really interested either. I do like what they're doing with Star Wars. The Bad Batch was finished really well.
Nice.
I'm really looking forward to Boba Fett. I'm really looking forward to Ahsoka Tano, like big time. I'm more excited for them what they're going to do with Star Wars because again, Dave Filoni and Favreau, like both of them have been awesome, and they're actually kind of leaving them alone, which I don't know if they're doing that with Kevin Feige. I don't know what's going on with Marvel anymore. Like they've really shit the bed.
Yeah, big time. Okay, hold on a second, Steve. Are you real? First of all, are you caught up on your meds? Because you just said on a live stream that's going to post a YouTube when we're done, you just said that you're more excited for Star Wars content than Marvel content.
I know. I think
I'm
glad I don't have a channel because I just got a whole bunch of hate comments, which is fine. But I got to go with Arkham on this one.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm among the same vein. I don't know.
Did you see the Visions trailer where it's sort of like anime style Star Wars? You know what, man? I'm not against that. Look, I'm not against anything that doesn't shit the original trilogy.
Yeah.
If there's an anime episode of this Visions where Luke Skywalker appears and he's a stupid loser, then I'm going to say it sucks. If it's brand new content that doesn't affect anything of the original people, like they don't say Leia's garbage or Han is a deadbeat dad. If it's just different stories, faraway lands and whatever, I'm so okay with that. That new He-Man trailer dropped. Ram Man is a girl, right?
Yeah.
But I don't care that much because it's telling you, look, this is for kids. It's not He-Man. It's not continuation. It's not a love letter to the He-Man fans of old. This is a brand new thing for kids. It's a futuristic world. Orko's like a cyborg or something. He looks like a robot thingy. Okay. And when He-Man gets the power, he gets all muscular and gets all the big armor, and other people get armor too.
Yeah.
Like it's literally all of the masters get upgraded stuff. I'm like, okay. That's what you call a reimagining. And it's a reimagining for little kids to sell toys. It's selling toys. The toys look good. They're very bulky. They're very big. They look, it's very toyetic, as the phrase goes. So I'm not pissed off at that. This Visions, it's like, okay, it's just going to be random stories across the galaxy. Okay. Unless there's a story where someone shows up from original trilogy and he's a garbage character, then I'm going to say that's bullshit. I'm not going to just say it's bullshit just because, right? I got to watch it. It's like sequel trilogy. We saw Force Awakens. We all hated it. We all hated Force Awakens. Hey, Sean. Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, you're on. All right. So you share. Oh, thanks, dude, on Discord. That's awesome, man. Could not be reached. Original. Yeah, Eternal. So Sean, have you read all of Eternals? Yes, no, or how far are you?
The first 2 series. And I'm moving into the 90s now. I took a break to read Shang-Chi. So
okay. Yeah. Why did you do that? Because you realize that now you've read Shang-Chi or whatever.
Shang-Chi, man.
I
like the Shang stuff, man. I know it's probably proper. Every time I've read it, it's Shang. So.
Oh my goodness.
Sean just Sean, so man, wow.
Look, it's Shang-Chi. Why are we pretending it's something else?
It's Shang-Chi. Shang, man.
It's Shang.
Listen, I'll be respectful and say Shang sometimes, but most of the time I'll say Shang.
I won't. I'll just be a douche and say Shang. I can take the hits. I've got enough hit points that I can take a few hits for this one. Okay, so Sean did the cardinal mistake that all geeks do, which is you start reading the source material before you see the garbage movie,
and then the movie sucks. Uh-oh.
This phrase has never been uttered. I just read the original comics and saw the movie, and it's much better.
Yeah, no,
that's never been said.
No,
it's not going to be said. So Sean, that was a mistake. So that's your fault, totally.
Minus 50 DKP.
Minus 50
oh my god! I gotta get that as one of my animated gifs or whatever. I love my minus 50 DKP because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
I can't even drink, man.
Is my absolute favorite. If people do not know what the hell we're talking about because
that's
so
like
old,
pre-YouTube. That's like prehistoric days. Yeah,
well, I know, but you can find it on YouTube. Look up minus 50 dragon kill points DKP. Andrew's here. Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man is in my top 10. Wolverine's awesome. I love Wolverine. Hey, J-Man. Double C, what's going on? Generally think we're making money.
Yeah.
The only camera. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Now they would get better publicity and make more money, thusly, if they, actually stuck to the proper interpretations of these comics. Because Eternals, because it's such a Jack Kirby specific thing that there's nobody else.
He made it and he wrote it and was the artist because it was his thing.
Yeah. So Sean, earlier on, I was pretty confident that Eternals was 100 Kirby. Could not be reached. Help me out. And he's like, yeah, it's 100 Kirby.
Yeah.
And see, prior to this, it's like Kirby was always collaborating with others. It's like him and Stan or whatever, him and Joe.
Well, prior to that, it was Fourth World, and that was him.
Right. So the problem is, the Eternals is him. So when you're watching the Eternals and it doesn't look like a Jack Kirby thing, I'm immediately turned off. Like, I'm watching this Eternals thing. I'm like, I don't know what this is. So we're going to see it, obviously.
Well, yeah, the first series is him, and then after that, it's other people, right? It's like the infamous Neil Gaiman series where they all have amnesia or whatever. But, I haven't got to that yet. I know about it, but yeah.
I like Neil Gaiman. I think he's a good storyteller. But like, come on, why?
Yeah.
Being weird?
To me, yeah, it's easy to say it's Jack Kirby, but like, Eternals has had more publication history outside of Jack Kirby's series than it has with Jack Kirby's series, right? So to me, it's a Marvel thing. But yeah, so what? You want my opinion on the trailer or no?
The new one. The new trailer.
I didn't see the new trailer, but
okay.
Steve, did you see the new trailer? No, right? Well, neither of us saw it. So what's your opinion on it?
It looks it's weird. It looks generic to me. Because I know the source material more or less. It looks very like the deviants just look like monsters, and I don't know where they're going with that. And the one dude, so you didn't see the trailer. So it looks like one dude is holding up Thena, and I'm assuming it's Crow. But the thing, like, Eternals is complex. I've said this before because a lot of characters have interactions with each other. So, like, Crow is a leader of the Deviants, the bad guys, and Thena is queen of all the Eternals on Earth at one point, and they have a big love affair through the centuries, like, secretly. Because, like, that the Eternals would shun Thena if they knew that she was with Crow, and vice versa with the Deviants, right? And later on, it's shown that, like, Crow was using her and stuff, and that really breaks her heart. But maybe that's not completely true. It's a complex story. I don't think that's in this movie, and I don't know who that dude is. I think it gives the illusion for people who only know movies of the past 10 years, like kids and stuff, teenagers and 20-somethings, or the past 20 years, that it's intriguing and stuff. But, like, the original comics are more intriguing, and this looks sort of generic with some bullshit Act 3 twist, perhaps. I don't know where they're going with those deviants. It's the first time we're seeing them in any clips. They just look like Transformers monsters, to be honest. They look weird. So yeah, I don't know. It's I'll watch it. I'm intrigued a bit, but I'm nervous and worried that it'll just be a regular sort of like they'll villainize Icarus, and Circe will be the hero. And Circe's great, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. It's I don't think anyone who thought that the original trailer was boring will think differently after watching this thing. Maybe I'm wrong.
They didn't pump any excitement into it.
Well, they tried to. Like, they're fighting those monsters, but
right.
So
I think Eternals, because I never read anything from Eternals, even though I love Jack Kirby, I just, it is what it is. I think the thing is that, like, it seems because it's so character driven with all these intricate plots, it's like a soap opera. Like,
that's not going to be in this movie. That
can't be in
to me.
Right.
That is Eternals.
Right,
the intricate, you put it well. The intricate character interactions and relationships is Eternals. Right. That can't be in this movie. It should have been a series.
Right.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like. It just I don't know how it's going to play with people. What if Professor X could walk? He did walk. In what years was it? Because in my Marvel TSR game, which I always reference for everything, he could walk. He, like, at least the character, I think, could walk, which he can now. Yeah, he can walk now. I know. Yeah, he can walk now. And I'm just saying, like, I think what you were saying is in the past, right?
Yeah.
So I was showing this again, Sean. I got these.
Yeah. The what ifs. Yeah.
Did you see What If episode 2?
Yep.
Okay. So I absolutely, by the way, so spoilers, I absolutely despised episode 2. I absolutely hated it. I would give it a 2 out of 10. I would give it a 2 for animation and 0 for the rest. I absolutely hated it. Part 1 was amusing, or episode 1 was amusing and kind of neat. And I'm giving it like a 6 out of 10. I gave it a 7, or I gave it an 8. Greymalkin talked me down to a 7, and then I talked myself down to a 6. And the more I thought about What If, I started to get back to this, and Sean and I discussed this when we were at the show. The Marvel Universe was so huge with so many characters and things happening that What If sort of opened your imagination into these crazy ideas. Like, what if Punisher had killed Spider-Man? This is a famous one to reference. What if he killed Spider-Man? Okay, so in that one, things go to hell, right? Because Spider-Man's not around to stop a lot of the stuff that he would have stopped. Punisher basically breaks down and thinks like, oh, I effed up and I'm an idiot. And does he commit suicide at the end? I don't remember. I no longer have any of my What If comics except for the 2 I just showed.
It tracks because that's what If did. So
it's crazy.
It was like macabre stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of it was like, okay. So when you were done reading What If, there was a few reactions that you had as a fan reading What If. You read it and you're like, oh, I'm glad this didn't happen. Right. So you would read What If and you'd be like, wow, I'm glad that Spider-Man wasn't killed by the Punisher and they worked it out or whatever. Mm-hmm. Or you read it and thought, whoa, that's an interesting twist to this. I wonder what would have happened if this had continued. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But because this is the What If of the MCU, you don't have enough material to do What If.
No.
So what ends up happening is that you do What If episode 1, and it's like Peggy Carter becomes Captain America or Captain Carter or whatever. But then it's just the same thing. Yeah. And Greymalkin beat this up. Greymalkin gave it 3.5 last stream, and he beat the crap out of the story. He's like, well, this is a bunch of crap. It's the same thing I've already seen. It's just now it's Peggy Carter.
Yeah.
Valid point. That convinced me. But this one is so outrageously stupid. If you thought that Kelvin JJ garbage timeline made no sense, my God, Sean, did anything make sense in this second episode?
Well, so you don't like. It's funny because a lot of it's just virtual signaling. It's like what's his name? T'Challa just makes everything better, and like Thanos is all good and stuff, and he's a big like jolly dude, and it's like, well, the thing is, like, Star-Lord in the movie sucks anyways. Like, and after Infinity War, like, I was done with that character. Like, I don't care about Part 3. It's like, I know they needed like an Act 2 sort of thing where they're almost going to get the Infinity Gauntlet, and then something happens, and so that something was Star-Lord. But that ruined the character for me after that movie. I was like, well, this character is like irredeemably immature. He's clownish now. So yeah. And the thing, so
it's not the Star-Lord that, because when
Star-Lord is more of a Buck Rogers-y dude in the comics.
Yeah. When Guardians came out, I didn't care about Star-Lord. But I really liked him in Guardians, the movie. And I know I'm maybe in the minority.
Yeah, then you read the comics and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Right. That's what happened.
This is bullshit.
And Norem, I forgot the artist Norem, you know him, right? He did these sick covers. For the magazine. It's like those the magazine versions. I don't know what they're called. If they're called something else. The Marvel magazine style. And it's black and white, so it's more adults and everything.
Yeah.
And the Star-Lord there, I was like, whoa, this is cool, man. It is Buck Rogers, really. It's not shamelessly Buck Rogers, but it's enough.
It's in that vein, right?
Yeah, so. It's Buck Rogers, Flash Gordon.
Chris Pratt's calling you, Sean.
Chris Pratt is upset. Okay, so anyways, so Chris Pratt, Star-Lord in the movies, he's not a great character. He's not like a big heroic character. No,
he's flawed. He's a flawed dude. Yeah.
All right. So continue on, Sean.
No, but and so that's what it's like. What if T'Challa were in that role? Well, everyone would love him. And when he tells Damon Hunsu that he's Star-Lord, they're like, oh yeah, Star-Lord. They instead of that joke in the movie. Like, so like, listen, I get it. Like I wasn't too tense at that, but like. Honestly, it's another sort of lazy writing story. It's very lazy. It's like he finds a ship that Wakanda made, and when he's like, oh, they destroyed Wakanda, it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense because it's an alternate timeline. But like, why would it be destroyed here? And of course, it's a lie. And I can't even remember why the lie, but just for generic plot twist. And the problem is I do like, and I think a lot of people do, we love what if was one of the best written things from Marvel. It was so fun because like everything always ended badly, right? There's some things that ended good, but for the most part they're pretty bad. And they did a lot with the concepts. It's like, what if this happened? Well, it's not a normal thing. It's like, what if like Spider-Man were Doctor Strange? Well, it'd probably be completely different, not going through the same things that Doctor Strange did, but it's Spider-Man this time. And that's what this show would do. But like, that's not what if. This should have been a lot more tragic, a lot more like crazy. And going back home and having a big family reunion, like, I guess it works out as they didn't know he was going to die, right? So it works out as a Chadwick Boseman sort of like tribute. But like that's not what this was intended for. It was intended to be like a wacky, like, you know, and this is what if, and it's still generic, lazy. It's like they made a ship so I can go back to Wakanda. And oh, you lied to me that Wakanda is blown up. I'm gonna go back now. I was mad at you. Now I'm not. Like it's okay, sure, you know, but it's. I'm hoping this show gets better.
No,
I'm gonna watch every one, but I'm hoping it gets better.
It won't get better. Okay, so let me go through everything that's garbage about this episode. Number one, it's like T'Challa is a little kid and wants to help people.
Yeah.
He wants to help people, except he doesn't in his own movie.
Yeah, that's not the character. Yeah,
that's not the character.
Yeah.
So this is the first minute, 1 minute. And I'm like, T'Challa wants to help everybody as a kid. Well, if that were true and he never got taken by Yondu or whatever, the other guys, the Yondu's people, the Ravagers, then he would have continued on that path and said, Dad, we need to help the world. We need to help the world. No, he doesn't continue on that path because his father dies and he still doesn't want to help the world. He's like, oh, I want to keep everything closed or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And then Killmonger is almost, I don't want to say he's the hero because he killed a bunch of innocent people, so he's an asshole, but Killmonger has somewhat of a point saying, well, you have all this technology, why don't you do something? Anyways, so that's wrong. Right away, that's wrong. Okay, number two, he goes in and becomes Star-Lord. Why does everyone know him now? I have no idea. Like, if he knows him, why is he called Star-Lord?
Because he made a better reputation for himself.
Right, but why is he Star-Lord? Like, why would he come up with that?
Why would he? Yeah, because Star-Lord was more of a self-aggrandizing sort of thing, right?
Yes.
Right.
And that's not something he would have come up with. He didn't care about 80s pop culture.
Right. So again, Peter Quill was a nerd of 80s stuff. So he's like, I'm Star-Lord, you know, and then he gave himself that name, and that's why nobody knows who he is. Why would T'Challa give himself that name? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing on. It's like he's now doing good. The Ravagers, he just convinces them all to be good guys now. Sure. And because of that, there's no Infinity War. There's no Thanos being evil. There's no Snap. Nebula's a good guy. Like, how did all of this happen with him? What does Thanos have to do with him? Thanos has been doing this quest forever. This has been his quest forever.
No, he convinced them that they explained it in like one line, right?
Yeah,
he convinced them somehow to not. But then he runs around with the same philosophy, just not doing it. Well, wouldn't he? He's a man of means, right? Not just a man of means, but he's a man of conviction. And he.
I thought you were gonna start singing the.
Yeah, that's where I got that in my head. I was like, "What the hell?"
I was like, "Why are you singing the Different Strokes theme?" He's a man of means. Well,
then along come to. Got nothing but their jeans. Anyway.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah. So he's a man of conviction. So if he still has it in his head, he wouldn't just be bragging to people. Like I know it's supposed to be funny and stuff, but like these are the characters. If you're just gonna like mess up the characters. From the movies we saw, it doesn't make any sense. Like, are you saying to me then that Infinity War and Endgame wouldn't happen because, and most of Phase 1 wouldn't happen if someone just convinced him just through talking not to do the same thing he definitely believes in like he wants to do it. You know, so I don't know.
No, okay, so none of that makes sense. But then I'm not done beating this up yet. Okay, so then at the end, he goes back home to Wakanda, and there's no Black Panther. Why isn't Shuri Black Panther? Like, so there was no Black Panther afterwards?
That was a mantle that everyone had. Like, there's always going to be a Black Panther. Yeah.
His father was old, so why wasn't Shuri Black Panther, or why wasn't somebody else?
Because he didn't think of that. They're not
Marvel
fans.
They didn't think of that, did they? They didn't think of that, did they? Okay, and then the other thing, too, is that now that I finished watching this amazing What If episode 2, I'm so excited.
Jason's talking.
I'm so,
yeah. Okay, go on. Yeah.
No, I'm so excited to see the garbage Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3.
Yeah. I know.
Like, why are you pretending that these what if people are better than the original people? Because you still have movies coming out. I understand Captain America's gone. So if we say Peggy is better than Steve, then you can say that because there is no more Steve. But there's still more Star-Lord comings. What they should have done was Black Panther T'Challa becomes Star-Lord, and then it goes worse. but they would never do that.
Well, no, but like, and that's the thing. You brought up an interesting point where there would be another Black Panther. So
Right.
so why wouldn't that be part of the story? It's like nothing about this was clever.
Right.
Nothing about it was clever. So yeah, I don't know. I'll see the other ones.
Me
The
too.
thing about the Marvel Zombies one is that like I don't really know what their story would be. Like what would be the generic way of going about that? So that would be interesting. We know there's one coming. I just don't know what they're gonna do with it, right? So yeah.
Okay, well, we beat that up. Did you guys see Chris Pratt's $500? That's not the worst I've seen. We can do an entire stream on celebrities, signatures, photo opportunities, all of that stuff. I have lots to say on that topic. Lots to say on that topic. Stallone was just as much, if not more. I think it was like $1,000 or something.
Thousands.
Well, that was for two. I think that was for both. I think it was like 500 and 500. So if you wanted a photo and a sign, like signature and a photo, it was 500 each.
I thought it was more.
What master do you serve? Yeah, what is that from? That's from something, right? What master do you serve? That is definitely from something. I don't know. If I remember what it's from, I'll give you the proper response. What if Wolverine became Lord of the Vampires? Oh, yeah. I saw that in my searchings. You can't compare the movie. This is different. No, I can't compare the movie because they want me to. Right? Like,
yeah,
if you're
The
talking
whole
about
point of this, yeah.
They did.
the whole point
Yeah.
is that we're comparing it to the movie. That is the point of this.
That is literally the point. This is what the problem they're walking down by doing it this way.
Right. Like they're saying if Wolverine's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., different shit happens because he's not in X-Men. Right? Like that's the point of this. Like they want you to compare it to what happened in X-Men. And then you're supposed to say, I'm glad Wolverine joined the X-Men.
Mhm.
I haven't read this yet. And the last time I read it was when it came out and I picked it off the newsstand. So
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened. But it's probably not good, but I don't know. If someone actually remembers, could not be reached, you're one of our resident guys here. Let me know if you remember what happens in this, if you've read this one. But the point of this is supposed to be like, oh, phew, good thing Wolverine's part of the X-Men. But now I'm like, because T'Challa as Black Panther didn't do anything that any other Black Panther couldn't have done. I'd rather have him be Star-Lord than not have an Infinity War.
Yeah.
You turn down. Things I don't like with Sean. That we already do that here anyways. Yeah.
And the thing too is what I do like about this show is it's really drawn interest to the comics now, because I feel like What If was so underrated. I think people just thought it was trash. It's like, oh, it's just alternate stories. But there's some of the best stories with these characters. They're just alternate. They're not part of the canon, but they're great. So.
And yeah, what's his name did the podcast on that one too and talked a lot about What If as like almost the playbook. It was What If, but they used it as like as a tool.
Yeah,
to say like, oh,
because they did things like this. Yeah, it's like what if Hulk were a barbarian, and they totally did that with.
And then they did it, right?
Yeah, and it's like what if Jane Foster got the hammer, and of course that was a whole thing, years and years later, right? So.
Well,
I liked
the link, so pop on in and we'll get your take, and then I've got a couple of other people. Anthony wants to give his take, and Pikachu wants to give his take as well. So Gray, I sent you an email. So why don't you come on first and give us your take on What If number 2? If you saw What If number 2, if you didn't see What If number 2, then you can. Well, I guess you can still come on anyways. What if is building up the multiverse?
I know, but I don't like that shit. And it shouldn't count. None of it should count because if it counts, then they can't be daring with these stories like What If was. Anyway, you're going to say, Steve?
Go ahead, Steve.
Can I just weigh in? Like, okay, if they're doing a build up to the multiverse, we're doing a pretty bad job of it. And it's like when I think back to the build up to the Infinity War, like it was way better because they had like you're like, where's the next zone? Where are they going to find it? Blah, 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 blah. But this thing has been a terrible buildup. I don't care at all about the multiverse. Like the writing has just been atrocious. And like, if What If is building it, it's just another building block of crap. I don't care about the multiverse. And this is actually painful because I know Kang is probably one of the main characters, maybe the main villain of the multiverse, and I don't care. And I really like Kang, but this is garbage.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gray, I sent you a link. Okay, so interesting. This was a positive one for mutants.
Yeah.
So Wolverine eventually becomes the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. and betters the world for mutants, shutting down a majority of threats. Awesome.
Yeah,
So
see, they're daring with it. Like they disrupt what's in the comics because they know it'll never count, right? So
right.
Yeah.
So these are all good points. So Steve, I think I'm with you on this one where I love Kang as a character and as a concept. I think he's a cool character. I can't point to any specific story to say this is where Kang was like killer. Him and Doctor Doom teaming up is the ultimate greatest thing of all time.
But I even read like he was there and Immortus was trying to deal with.
Okay, so Immortus, Kang. Somebody help me out.
Immortus is Kang.
Okay. Yeah. So when did that was that always planned? Because I've been reading.
I feel like it's really early, man. I think that's like in the 60s.
Yeah, because I was reading. So I've been reading. What the hell was I just reading? I was reading it on digital, and Immortus was in there. I was like, oh shit, it's Immortus. Oh damn, I don't remember what it was.
But there's also
maybe was it West Coast?
The like the mummy guy, the something tap.
Oh yeah. He was the.
That's a very early incarnation too.
I'll put a link in the chat. I'll just put a link in the chat. It'll be easier because and then we'll just have people come in. We'll have people kind of rotate in and out.
That's who it was.
Which one?
Ramatut. Yes. There you go. So I'll put a link in the chat, and Pikachu will be first if he comes in first. And I'm only going to have one rotating person talking about what if, because this isn't the danger room. I don't want to start fights and all this crap. You're going to cut. No, that's the danger zone. Oh, the Phantom Zone danger room. Oh my God.
The danger room in the Phantom Zone too. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right, Sean. That was not intentional, actually.
The danger zone.
The danger highway. Okay. So I'm going to send a link I'm going to put a link in the chat, and we're going to bring one person in at a time to talk about what if only, not their meaning of life or what they've discovered in Antarctica or anything like that. Just what if, and then we're going to move them on to the next one. You can leave. No, this isn't Danger Room. We're not getting into this. This is the Phantom Zone. We're here to talk. There's going to be some differing opinions, but we're not going to be fighting over it as we are on the Danger, which we're going to be fighting over. Let's face it. We're going to be fighting over it. But we're going to wait for Greymalkin to come in first.
Gray gets first crack.
Gray will be in here first.
I will be surprised if he gives it over 3.5.
Well, so Gray beat up the first episode, which he got my score down. My score was much higher. I always thought it was very enjoyable. And then he's like, yeah, but this is dumb and this is dumb. I'm like, oh shit, that is dumb. You're right. It's like, look, I don't have the answers right away. I just watched What If and then went live. You know what I'm saying? Like a minute afterwards. Yeah. This one, I've had time to think about it.
To digest.
And also, while I was watching it, I was just like, oh boy, I don't like this. I'm like, this is dumb. Bad. Then they go back to Wakanda, and I'm like, where's the new Black Panther? I thought, I actually was thinking like, I wonder who Black Panther is. And then I actually saw Shuri sitting next to T'Chaka, the dad, and then what's her face is there too, Okoye.
Yep.
And I thought maybe it would be M'Baku or something. I don't know. Like I thought maybe it would be and I thought we'd see like a big beefed up, sort of like a Black Panther crossed with the gorilla, with like maybe like part white, so he'd have like maybe gorilla shoulders.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like when they do those like mashups, like they'll mash up like two guys. I thought it was gonna be like a Black Panther and M'Baku mashup, and he'd have like a big shield and like the big mallet or whatever. It's like no. I'm like, why am I putting more thought into this than you guys are? Like, I just don't get it. And so what if it's just not? It's not doing it. What's the next one? Is it zombies?
No, next one's a whodunit of some sort. That sounds interesting because it doesn't sound like it's based on anything. But maybe I'm wrong.
That would be nice.
Like maybe it's maybe they're looping in comics that they'll never do movies on. Like, it sounds kind of like Original Sin if you tell me it's a whodunit, but I don't know. Whatever.
They don't do whodunits, and like I was reading a Spider-Man comic that was a whodunit. He actually had to investigate a murder, and it was a locked room murder.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love that kind of
And
stuff.
that was awesome. I was glued to that comic, and the explanation was actually pretty damn good.
Awesome.
So-
Yeah.
I
alright,
love
I'm
the
gonna
locked room stuff. So or the
All right.
whodunit stuff.
So Gray, you haven't come on yet, so I haven't seen you on. So I'm going to post the link in the chat, and if Pikachu's there, he messaged me second after Gray. So let's throw that in there, and I'm going to do one at a time. We're gonna get your thoughts on what if, and then we're going to go to the next person as well. Okay, so the next one is a new one. It looks like I just don't want this to be. Here's someone who would have been better, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, well, what am I watching this for? I hate that angle. I really, really hate that. This one especially, it's like T'Challa makes a better. So T'Challa is the best Black Panther we ever got, and he's the best Star-Lord we ever got. Well, then you know what? Let's have him as Star-Lord. All right,
Yeah.
so who we at? Hey, how's it going? Didn't know who you were. Oh, Grace, here, I'll get you both on. That's fine. I'll get you both on.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. Chrome.
No worries.
Hey, Young Child Support. Wait, really? Young Child Support? That is a polarizing name, bro.
Hey, my favorite YouTuber's rapper name is Young Child Support. Spelt that
There,
same way.
So you have so many favorites that you've compartmentalized them by YouTube and by what?
No, Blasphemous HD, one of my favorite YouTubers' rapper name is Young Child Support.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, okay, Young Child Support. I guess that's it. All right. So hold on. Let's do Gray first.
Yeah.
So you convinced me to lower my score last stream on the first What If. Now I don't know if you were here from the beginning because I hated this one.
Really?
Like so much. Did you hear our points, or were you?
No, I know. I just I was editing one of my reviews, and I saw the time, and I was like, I just jumped on.
So
okay.
Real quick, was T'Challa becomes Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And then because of all that, no Infinity War, like Thanos is all different, and it's like, if T'Challa as a little kid wanted to go around saving people, why, when he grew up in his own movie, was he not saving people? Like, why wasn't Wakanda doing more for the earth? Because his whole thing was saving people. So if he would have kept, Dad, we have to help people. We have to help. It was Killmonger who said, you guys should do something. So it's not the T'Challa character. That's number one. Number two, it's that I don't think that him convincing Thanos to not do it is a thing. Like, that can't happen. That seems very problematic to me.
Okay.
And number three, he goes back to Wakanda and there's no Black Panther. Like, when I was looking to see who the new Black Panther was in place of T'Challa, and they didn't even do that. And then the other thing is like, well, if he's a better Star-Lord, why should I watch Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3? Because our Star-Lord sucks. We should have T'Challa, but we don't have him. So this is not a great advertisement for the new movie coming out in a year or whatever. So I'm giving this a 2 out of 10. I thought it was trash.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Go ahead, Greg.
I am going to say I love this episode. It was first of all, I hate Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt sucks. He only has one. He's kind of like Jennifer Lawrence. Only has one look. He only does one thing. Oh, I'm a giant man, baby. Jimmy Fallon did it better 20 years ago. Yeah. Chadwick Boseman, this was a better version of Guardians of the Galaxy. The fact that T'Challa, he didn't even advertise the fact that he was a king, and everybody treated him like one. You notice that with the Black Panther thing. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to see it, but it wasn't important to the story. And as far as T'Challa wanting to help people, well, you got to remember, he grew up with his dad, and his dad told him, you know what, we don't really need to be around the outside world. They're crazy. And also, he would have seen, with everything, all the sequence of events from 1988 to 2016. there's a good reason why Wakanda stayed out of everything. The Thanos thing I thought was really clever. I thought because, like, all right, here's the people don't really talk about how Thanos. He's a reasonable person, and he wasn't like he was completely convinced. He was like, "Oh, you know what? You got a point there." He's not all evil, and it showed that Black Panther did what Stark, Strange, and Rogers couldn't do. Like, change his mind. I don't know. I liked it. It was completely 180 over how I feel about Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Also, you forgot about the last part. Kurt Russell showed up at the end.
So now the universe is dead. So thanks, T'Challa.
No. He said it might be the end of the world, but that's a story for another day. It might be.
Well, it will be. But the other thing too is like, why is he called Star-Lord? Like, Peter Quill is a nerd who loves 80s stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'm Star-Lord, and he named himself. That's why nobody knew his name, because he named himself. Why would they?
Because it's stupid. Yeah.
Wait. Did he say that he named himself, or was he?
It's obvious.
Well,
People called him Star-Lord.
No,
Yeah.
No one called him Star-Lord. He said, "My name's
like the
Star-Lord."
name.
Then Damon Hunter's like, "Who's that?"
Who's
Like
that?
he named himself Star-Lord. And
No, I'm talking
Yeah.
about T'Challa.
Oh,
and T'Challa, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also,
No,
can we talk about Nebula? Nebula was looking good.
Well, I
this
like the
episode.
bald Nebula too.
She was calling him Cha-Cha. I'm like, I want to know about that. I want to know what happened over there.
It's
Because
just like I don't like this one person becoming Star-Lord, and every single thing has been nullified. The last 7 Marvel movies are nullified because of this. It's like, okay, why would I ever care about these other movies now?
It's hot takes rather than going off the characters. And Gray, like, I take issue with this whole notion that Thanos is reasonable. He's not.
No, he's not.
He can speak low, and he can and he's not hooting and hollering, but he's not reasonable. He's like he willingly kills people of his own volition.
He tries to reason
prove
with
his
his daughter
point.
Gamora in Infinity War.
Yeah, there's no reasoning with this man. He might sound like he's reasonable, but he's not. He's definitely not.
He's not.
You know,
reasonable.
in this show, they then break his character and make him this other thing just as a joke. That he's this big reasonable guy. He still has the convictions of not convictions, but he still has the belief that he should like, you know, kill half, and it's like it's not genocide because, and he reasons it himself. He's like, it's not genocide because it's random. It's like, well, it's still genocide because it's not particularly random when you're involved doing it on purpose. So it's like it's genocide. It's like, yeah, he's still, but the thing is, they took away his conviction. And like he couldn't go carry on and do it because somehow he was convinced by T'Challa not to, which is ridiculous.
Okay,
he's not a reasonable man.
All right, Sean, you're absolutely right. This is why I would want something like, I want to see what happened because like you said, Thanos is not an easy person to get to. So what did T'Challa?
T'Challa.
T'Challa. I'm gonna call him Cha-Cha. Whatever. I don't care.
Yo.
Like what
T'Challa, yeah.
T'Charlie.
Chaka Raka or whatever is great.
Back to the Fantastic Four. When he and Storm took over the Fantastic Four, Ben was calling him T'Charlie or something. Like, you know, whatever. No, read it. It was right after the Civil War. But
Black Panther.
Black Panther was like, I was digging it. I was really digging it because like there's so many stories that you can get out of this. Like you can get, okay, what happened with Thanos? You can get how did Black Panther change the entire Shut up, Sean.
Dragon. I almost heard that.
Like, how did he change the Ravagers' entire
because he's so good.
Because he's a king. That's what kings do.
The thing is, like, if you're a big fan of the character, yeah, you could be like, you know what, he's awesome. He just awesomeified everything.
I don't like Black Panther. He is no different from Namor.
But the thing is,
What?
my problem with this show, my problem with these 2 episodes is that they're lazy as hell.
Yes.
They're lazy. They just say like this and this. It's like nothing's earned.
Wow.
It's like even the comics, they would break things all the time, but the characters were still in character. Like they were writing stories. It's not like something would happen just to happen. It's like and this is the same. It's like all of a sudden the Ravagers are good and everything, and Yondu isn't a slime ball anymore. It's like, well, that's weird. You know, why did that happen? Because lazy writing, because it just did. You know, like.
This is
There's no
Disney.
story
This is
there.
Disney we're talking about. They
Yeah,
love to
well,
give us they don't want to give. They give us like the blank. It's best not to think about it. that's the thing.
Well,
about it.
and this is what the show is
Disney
becoming. It's
Marvel
best not to
movie
think about it,
was
but it is
The
what
Winter
if.
Soldier,
Right?
so we should just not
By
ask
the
for
way,
good
just
stuff.
interject here, off topic. Rest in peace, Sonny Chiba, man.
Yes,
Oh,
I know.
Wow, how old
Yeah.
was he?
82. I think.
82.
Yeah.
That's brutal, man. Yeah, that was sad. I saw that earlier today. That was crazy. So
We're losing our heroes.
what was his last what was well no, it couldn't have been the Tarantino, right? No, there
Kill
must have been
Bill?
Oh, Cheech Marin's dead.
Sonny Chiba.
Okay, all right.
Is Cheech Marin dead too?
Yes.
I don't know.
Cheech
no,
Marin will
Cheech
never
Marin's not
die,
dead.
man.
No.
He's
Keith
too high
Richards
to
will
die.
never die. I'm this close to saying he's part of the resurrection protocols.
He might
Yeah.
be.
Same with Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
The
She's still
Immortals.
around.
We're the
No, she's
Immortals.
a werewolf.
he was still doing Japanese
you're right.
movies, so
Oh, so he'd still do
wow.
movies. He'd
Whoa.
still do movies after that. Yeah.
All right, I just looked up Shiny Chiba. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Street Fighter, man. You know how he took a freaking phone off the hook? He kicked it, the receiver off
Yeah.
the freaking thing.
so
That's
so
like-
most people in the chat aren't gonna know who
Doesn't matter.
Sonny Chiba is and what Street Fighter is. So Street Fighter before the games, Street
Yeah.
Fighter was a trilogy of movies.
And Sister Street Fighter.
Familiar,
Yeah, and then there's Sister Street
I'm
Fighter.
familiar, you hag. No.
Some people don't know, right? You know, it's like Street Fighter. What the games? No.
And then
I
Street
don't
Fighter
bring
1,
Anthony
he was,
in, but we're
he was
gonna-
actually a villain. Like,
He's in Tokyo Drift. I remember that. J-Man, that was one of the 3 big things. You know,
Yeah.
like there's 3 big things.
Yeah.
One, Lil Bow Wow has a Hulk car.
Hulk car. Yes.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
2. At the end, there's like a big, and I was like, I know who it is. Is Vin Diesel comes back? And
Tokyo
number
Drift is
3,
a
the
good
villain,
movie.
yeah, the villain is Sonny Chiba. I'm like, holy shit, yeah. Where'd they get that guy from? Fuck. Yeah.
That's awesome. I know. I
Yeah.
liked Tokyo.
A lot of
Drift
people hate Tokyo Drift, but I was like, it's a decent movie.
It's okay.
It's not bad.
It's okay.
I haven't seen it in so long.
I mean, take
It helps
place in
that it's
China,
filmed in Japan.
and- yeah, stuff like that.
For whatever reason, that's the hill everyone dies on when they talk about like old people playing teenagers. It's like it's every movie, but they always harp on
That's
on
right.
that one movie
Yeah,
for them.
why is that? Like,
Yeah,
it's like that's every movie, so that's just become a norm.
that's all of
now.
Riverdale. It's like,
Right.
what
We
are
just
you
have to
talking
Oh
accept
my
that.
Yeah.
That's this thing that we have to accept. Okay, so hold on. So young child support. What are your thoughts on the two on the 2 what ifs? Both because I don't.
Are you playing child support?
Nah, one of my favorite YouTubers, Blasphemous HD's
You just
rapper
want to
name is Young
explain
Child
it.
Support.
You
Well,
just
oh, I
gotta-
do
you
love
have to
it.
explain it every time.
He has so many messed up songs I don't even think I can tell the titles of
Oh,
because of the titles
So
are
don't
messed
don't
up.
Okay.
listen. The top 3 people in this configuration
Ah.
don't know what you're talking about. I
I
don't know if the
you don't know
bottom
what
3
child
know.
support is?
I don't know. I don't know what
Yo.
you're talking about. I don't know what
You're
you're
lucky.
talking about. I have no clue.
Oh, we're not. I'm not. I don't pay no child support.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, all right. Okay.
Anthony
So
might
okay.
be, but-
What if 1 and 2? What were your thoughts, dude?
All right, let's go with 1 first.
Of course.
Ah,
Right from the bottom.
It's a 5 out of 10.
It's the first one. Yeah. Okay. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that.
It's a 5 out of 10 because I just like for what they were going for that. I just what
I like
what
this.
George
What if?
Lucas didn't. Oh, okay, I like that.
That'll be a
Oh,
Star. That should be a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, I like how it starts, basically similar, but only to go to hell right after the explosion.
Mhm.
I like I honestly like the Captain Carter breaking out the shit. I forgot the group's name. Breaking out the
Howling Commandos.
Howling
Howling
Commandos.
Commandos,
Yes.
yeah.
Dum Dum Duggan and all them. Yeah.
And most importantly, I like what they did with Steve Rogers in this. I like how since he didn't have the serum, they still gave him a role,
I agree.
and it's a really big role.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
He's gonna turn the Winter Soldier soon. He's gonna be the Winter Soldier.
What? No.
Yes.
Why?
No, that what if is done. No, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. I like that Steve wasn't thrown to the curb and then something, they did something more with him. Okay, so what about the second one then?
The second one. I have to agree with Gray here. All his points, I have to agree with him. I really love this episode. I don't know why.
But what are your retorts to my points? It's like,
To your points,
why would he call himself Star-Lord? He like it
no,
just
he
doesn't make sense.
didn't. He didn't.
Why would other people call him Star-Lord?
Because of how much he helped the galaxy and the universe become better, and
So wouldn't he be called
helped-
Star Hero?
no,
that
Star
would be
Lord.
Stupid.
Yeah, that would be
Why would he be the Lord?
because
Lord
he
implies
literally
that
have
you
saved
answered to him.
he saved Drax's species and family from being killed by the Skrulls or the Kree.
So you don't think what about Starman or Star Hero?
Starman.
Star Hero.
That's DC.
Champion.
Really?
Starman.
DC. What?
What is
Well,
That is
there's
DC.
been 4 Starmen.
Also a movie,
wait,
but yeah.
Yeah,
Not the John
Starman?
Carpenter movie.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so they call him Star Lord just by
Star
some
Girl.
super coincidence, not because the writers
Why not
wanted to call him
Star-Lord?
Star Lord, right? And he wears the exact same costume as the other Star.
Because
the writers have to write their names on their underwear to figure out who they are in the morning.
Right. Oh shit!
Oh
I've been
my
wearing my
God.
wife's underwear this whole time.
Yeah,
No,
you've
because
been calling me Denise.
Okay,
he got the stuff from both Star Lords got their stuff from they got their stuff from Yondu. From
Mega Man,
Yondu's
yeah.
a
being
dope
raised by
character.
Yondu.
Mega Man.
Mega. Where's the
Everyone is Starman's everywhere, man.
Starman.
What about
where
Star
the hell
Girl?
did Mega Man
everywhere.
come into this?
Starman's an old thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's from
Okay.
DC.
Mega Man.
he's from
What?
DC. There's several Starmen.
Jay,
in
can you
DC.
put me in? I got a war.
Backstage?
I got 3 battles left, so I want to do the war stuff. So.
Oh shit! I got to do them too. Let me
What?
check mine. I'll do them while you're in the back. I'll remove you for a sec. Let's bring in Arkham Gaming while we're here.
Damn, Red Breed to Steve. No, I'm playing.
All right, so Anthony. Okay, so you liked. So sorry, you liked the second one better than the first. Child support, right? I'm gonna call you child support. I don't know what else to call you. That's your name on here.
I like-
That's a terrible name.
I don't know. Your name is child
That is a
support.
terrible
It's
name.
funny.
It's meant to be a serious
Oh my
rapper name.
God.
Listen,
It's meant to be a serious rapper name.
I'll tell you right now. Does Mr. Young Child Support let you go on his stream? So I think we know whose name you need to change that to, buddy.
He
It's
doesn't
like-
stream. He doesn't stream. And plus, when he does, he
my
only streams
God.
games.
Somebody
he
in the
plays.
comments will be like, "What the hell, child support?"
What is going on here? Okay, so Anthony, you've been dying to say something. What's your take on
For me,
both?
I
Tell me
thought
both.
episode 1 is basically so Captain Carter, aka Trash Lady.
Trash lady.
No, I'm playing. I just give him a nickname. For me, like the first episode was the first Captain America movie, by cut down by an hour, only
Right,
30
right.
minutes.
They have to.
Like, yeah, pretty much. If it was like 45 minutes, I give the benefit of doubt. But like, it was okay. I'll give like a 7 for the first episode. I like Captain Carter. There's rumors that she's gonna pop up in Doctor Strange 2, which I think she will, from Ultimate Universe. They give Steve a lot of support in the character, and that was great.
Mhm.
And then
I want.
and I mean, he's gonna be basically become a Peggy when she's old as hell. Steve's gonna be 100 years old, something like that.
No, he would be 90 because
90, yeah. Oh, he could be the
But
Winter
would he be
Soldier,
alive
never
with how he's built? Would he be alive with how he's built?
Too short.
Because
Well, that's a glitch.
skinny Steve Rogers, would he be alive with how he's built?
No, he'll be 90. He'll be like Peggy Carter when she's in what is it, a hospital?
Yeah.
She was in a hospital. Peggy was in a hospital when she dies. I think she died in Winter Soldier, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Okay,
so what'd you think of? Okay,
in my opinion.
So what'd you think of the second garbage episode?
To me it was good. Like I enjoy it. Shad was a better Star-Lord than garbage Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt's not garbage. I love him. Not in that way. I like him.
Shut your mouth.
I like Chris Pratt. No homo.
So, but now there's Guardians 3 coming out. So, aren't you going to be watching
2023 or 24?
Yeah, like aren't you going to be thinking this is a garbage movie because T'Challa's better? Like that's the problem.
I have no clue. I mean, it's not connected to Guardians 3, so it's not.
No, I know, but I mean, now they're saying that he's not a good Star-Lord. So I don't know.
I mean,
even the movies say he's not good Star-Lord.
Marvel fans don't like him.
We already knew that, though.
I mean, hey,
yeah, but it's
like Nebula, like I like that she keep calling him Shasha. Like they're like a relationship between T'Challa and her, like what Gamora and Peter has with her. So like that was nice. That don't seem too nice. I was like, okay, bro, you too nice. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I like the team way better than the Guardians team. I mean, and stuff like that. Drax, I think I see you pronounce his name. Like I like how his family is alive. We saw his family in the bar and stuff like that.
We didn't see his family, but he does talk about how his family's alive.
They mentioned they're alive.
Yeah,
I just don't understand how one little thing like that literally alters things that are galaxies away. Like this, I know they say the butterfly effect, but it's not. It doesn't affect Mars, right? Like
he's literally going out there.
Actually, you're actually right. Absolutely right. I always thought about that. Like if something like, all right, you go back in time, you stop the dinosaurs from being around. That doesn't affect the rest of the universe. That's just affect Earth.
Right.
So really, it's like it's kind of saying that Earth is not the center of the universe.
Right.
I mean, true.
What?
Yeah. Okay. So Arkham,
you do not want. I'll tell you how I really feel about it.
Oh God, here we go.
Well. Listen, hold on, Arkham. You know that I just beat the crowd. I'm giving the first one 6 out of 10. I'm giving the second one 2 out of 10.
It was 8 out of 10, by the way, for me.
Like the one problem I really have is like episode 1. I did not like it. I'm sorry, trash.
Yep.
Like it's basically. The one problem I have is you're grabbing MCU movies and just making a difference. Why not make a different story not within the MCU movies? Like, it's called What If. It's not like grab every MCU movie and try to change it automatically. Like, really? That's what you can come up with? It's like lazy storylining. It's like,
I mean, they're not allowed
what am I watching?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to use X-Men or Fantastic Four. Even Kevin Feige, who's the producer on the show, they literally told the animation, can I use Fantastic Four?
Like the second episode, I would say is better than the first episode, but like the story, if the story doesn't get better, I'm not gonna watch it anymore.
Yeah. It's like, to be fair, the comics did do that too. Like they took a comic storyline and then upended it, right? It's like, what if Wolverine killed the Hulk? Like in that original fight, what would happen after that? And also they would do like just their own stories. Like, what if Captain America were president? Like what would happen, right?
That was
stuff like that. And like to your point, Arkham, like I want this to be more imaginative than I saw in these last 2 episodes. They're just lazy. Even taking the what if scenarios of those movies, they didn't do anything wild with them.
Yeah, they didn't. They didn't make anything expensive. Like they didn't make like a huge change or anything like that. Like I want to see more of a what if, like more better storytelling. Like not just lazy. Just don't do lazy writing and stuff like that. It's like why? Then what's the point of me watching it?
What if Peggy Carter became Captain America? What's the same thing?
Okay,
You know,
so I
it's
got an
not-
idea.
by
So
Red
what about
Skull,
this?
she's frozen until the current days.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
it's the same
Yeah.
So
thing.
hold on. What about this? Okay, so while you guys were talking, I thought of this. What if they did? What if Captain America didn't get frozen?
Yeah.
So let's say he flies, he brings the plane up or whatever, and he doesn't crash, and he doesn't freeze. He marries Peggy, and then we fast forward to present day where there's maybe Captain America's old and someone else took up the mantle. They never saved Bucky because he
I mean,
didn't.
that would be Sam.
You know what I'm saying? Like that changes the entire thing. All of a sudden, he's not there to lead the Avengers. It's a different guy. Maybe you could have had Isaiah Bradley play a part. You could have really
Yeah,
overturned
Because Cap is
everything.
around in the days when they're exploiting other people to be Cap, right?
Right.
So things turn out a bit better.
Well,
perhaps.
they wrote this show in
Like
2018.
it's
slash
just
19, so they did
ironic
have
that we can come up better storylines in Marvel.
Yeah, no, we can. Sean and I often do this.
What if
all
Superman
day.
was
We
in the
just talk
MCU?
about-
Dun,
No.
dun, dun. Yeah.
No, I
That's
don't like.
DC.
I don't like.
That would be a one hell of a crazy episode.
Zack Snyder's Superman, to be more exact.
Oh, then it'd be trash.
Aww.
No, I mean Christopher Reeve is trash.
Then it'd be the trash version.
Oh, Anthony,
oh,
we know
yeah.
we know you're lying.
I agree with Anthony.
What did Anthony say?
He said Christopher Reeve is trash.
Oh, we know that's a lie because it doesn't make any sense. It's like, there's no gravity on Earth. There's no gravity.
I got a what if scenario.
Oh,
I got
go for it.
what if Captain Marvel was good?
Oh my god.
No,
That
that's
whole
too hard.
movie was the fucking.
What if Loki-
That's the only props I get Kevin Feige on that is the fucking marketing, because that shit was before.
No, that
Endgame.
everything was
That's the only
trash.
thing I give him that. The
What if
only
Loki
marketing, I
was
was like,
worthy
okay,
of
good
Mjolnir?
job, you did your marketing right.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
That would be interesting. When what if Loki is the king of Asgard or something
Hey,
like that?
I mean, it's a
Well,
second.
I think the
season.
next one is
I mean, that's
Loki-centric.
second season
What
they
What
do
if
it.
Bucky did not fall off the train?
I mean,
That-
he almost
He
did.
would take up the mantle after
Mm.
Steve falls into
How
the
many
ice.
episodes does the
probably
series
become-
have anyway?
I don't
Too
know.
many.
8.
It has 8 to 9, but there's gonna be more seasons.
Well, it's only 8
If it's
because they
successful.
couldn't film episode 9 due to COVID.
I thought you said 89. I was like, Jesus,
89.
I wish.
829.
Imagine.
Okay.
But there's gonna be
That'd
more
be
crazy.
seasons.
That-
No, it's only 8 episodes. They couldn't film episode 9 because of COVID. Fuck you, COVID.
It's animated. What's the problem with COVID?
COVID is trash.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
But
I
It's
did not even
just-
know.
I'm sorry. It just fucking up any movie.
Chiba, Sean.
Like I would have loved to see the Batman movie this year in October, and
Yeah.
we cannot see it.
Yeah.
Like, damn. That's a great movie.
Wait, can I bring up something that you guys have been completely missing?
What's that?
I don't know where it's been said, but apparently that these episodes and this shows basically they're like train them as pilots to see what people like and what people don't like,
Yeah.
so they can move on to make full-on shows after.
Well,
after
Captain
them.
That's
Carter
what I
is
don't like about
rumored.
them.
They're gonna
Well-
save a lot of money.
Well, Captain Carter
Don't
is
make any of
rumored
these.
to be in Doctor Strange too. So
Wait, hey,
maybe that's
guys,
true.
Guys, you
What
guys
the
are
hell's
I
playing
want to see
Captain
anime show about what if Black Panther. I want to see continue.
But
the
no, then
second
who's
episode.
gonna voice Black Panther? I mean,
Yeah, but
you
I
gotta
just
get some.
really
I mean, if
wanted
you got an
this.
actor that do the voice similar to Shad, then I was like, okay, you could do it. But no, you're not gonna get a similar performance as Shad.
Right.
Like,
What were you gonna say,
you
Gray?
guys, I think you guys are forgetting one thing. When what was it? What damn, when Black Panther and what's that guy?
name one.
Yondu?
No, yeah, Yondu. When they were fighting the Collector, apparently he had a bunch of Asgard merch.
Yeah.
So
He
I'm
did.
wondering what
He
happened.
rated Asgard, yeah.
And also, he had
I know
also
what
had
happened.
Shield.
It's called lazy. That's what happened.
It's not.
He also
You're
had
right.
Captain America Shield. He also
He
had
was like
Captain
mega
America
buff
Shield.
too. I don't remember that in the movie.
This
Oh, yeah.
episode was filled with Easter eggs.
The Collector in
Like-
this episode was much better than the Collector we got in the MCU.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And-
The Collector felt better. He knows how to fight.
I would
Yeah,
like to
thank
see
you.
shows to continue off the Captain Carter, Star-Lord T'Challa,
Asgard, yes.
and also most likely the
They're
zombie.
not gonna.
story.
Yeah,
That-
yeah. So, I mean, good luck if listen. The backlash that Marvel will get if they recast, like, Kevin Feige
But why?
They won't.
Have people
What are they
seen
gonna
movies
do?
before you recast?
Right.
Like, what's
And
the
also,
point?
this is
Like,
the multiverse.
They're not gonna do it.
No. All right. I hear what you're saying,
They're
but
not gonna recast him.
No. They have, and they have before. Remember what happened with Terrence Howard?
Man,
They
he's trash. He's asking
really
$30 million.
They'll do it, and they'll do it really quick. They'll do it very quietly, and nobody will say a word.
They're probably
Yeah,
gonna keep T'Challa looking the same as he does.
$30 million to star in Iron Man 2. I was like, nobody's going to
Like, I'm just wondering what they're going to do with if they're not going to have T'Challa as Black Panther. The only other is Shuri.
Like the stand. What the fuck?
Oh my
Why?
god. Okay.
No way, bro. I
love the
Star Wars,
okay. So you know what's one positive?
What if Anakin
Star
was
Wars should
treated
do
right
their own version
by the
of
council?
What if?
Right.
I mean, I would be down for that. You have Dave
That was very
Filoni,
funny.
Dave Filoni to do
That
that.
was good. That was really good.
And
Yeah, I what I like about this what if is that people are now coming up with really funny what if scenarios.
Yeah. They, you know what the version of What If is on DC? What the fuck?
Like
That's
no.
Warner Brothers
It's
doing.
basically Bendis.
That's already what Warner Brothers is doing.
Yeah.
What if
yeah, the
I was
version
in charge of
is What the
DC?
fuck?
I like what if
Yeah,
Storm
this
was Black
YouTuber.
Panther. She could be.
Yeah, I mean,
She
no,
wouldn't
she
need to
wouldn't
do
be,
any
she
martial
wouldn't be
arts.
Black Panther. She'd be like reigning.
You know what's crazy? Kevin
Say
Feige
that.
confirmed today that doing a Shang-Chi interview, he said Ironheart is gonna show up in Black Panther 2. I mean Black Panther 2. I was like, how the fuck she's gonna show up? You gotta explain how she's gonna. I mean,
Wait, who?
unless if she's from Wakanda, then or something, I could get that. But like some, I want to know.
I can care less about the movie. I'm sorry, I don't give two fucks.
What are we complaining about? Sorry, what movie?
That Ironheart is gonna show up in Black Panther 2.
Oh, Ironheart.
Okay,
is awesome.
please
I don't
no,
care for
please
Black
no,
Panther
please
2.
no. No,
But
Ironheart
she,
is
no.
awesome.
she's not. Kevin
Why?
Feige says she's not gonna have
Just-
a big. She only gonna be there like probably like 5 minutes or 8 minutes. It's not
Perfect.
gonna be
You
that
can
long.
go to
Cancel
the
her
bathroom.
show. Cancel her show. Just
She
take
have her
her
own
out.
show.
Yeah, cancel the show that you're planning on making. Take her out of everything. It'll be fine. Everything ahead. Just do Iron Lad. Just do Iron Lad. You build him
Iron
up.
Lad?
No,
Not a
The
Iron
guy,
Man.
the kid from Iron Man 3.
Young child support. You're not thinking about the money, okay? Disney's all about the money.
Bro.
They want
Young child
Ironheart.
support, you're not thinking about the money.
Yeah, you should be thinking about the money.
That's fucked up.
I am thinking about
But
movies.
like, I would love that.
No,
But,
okay,
like,
all right. No. Here's the reason. They're gonna do. We probably already seen the person they have for Ironheart because
what?
no
it's
for
already canceled 2 years ago.
yeah
If
because
they make Mary Jane Ironheart, I would.
no God no
Yeah,
we
no,
probably
no,
already
no.
seen her, but we don't know who she is yet. And
Yes,
also,
true.
you got to remember, this is Disney. They want all the money, so they're gonna go for a young lady of color,
20 years old, 22,
all the
23.
nonsense, other than Iron
in
Lad.
comic movies of
Like,
color.
like apparently with Disney, if you're a lady, you can do everything. They're not gonna go with Iron Lad. They're gonna go with Ironheart. They're gonna go
I
for
do not like Ironheart.
woman of
Nobody
color.
likes Ironheart.
But
Yeah.
the thing is with Ironheart, like I never read the comic books.
KP
But like
minus.
I never read the comic books of her. But
Like
I'm
it's
interested why they're
bullshit
gonna
that
do
like
that. That's all I say.
saying that someone else is smarter than Tony Stark to make
Right.
They're not gonna
like,
say that.
Tony
What the
Stark
hell?
isn't really that smart though. Like he's not like
Bro,
there are other
Tony
people
Stark
who are
is an
smarter than
idiot.
him.
He's an
Tony
alcoholic.
Stark's a dumbass.
Yeah, he is.
He's an alcoholic.
He invented Ultron. Thank you.
yeah.
No. Hank Pym invented Ultron.
Yeah.
No,
No, in the MCU, in the
Greymalkin.
MCU.
Thank you, Gray.
Yeah.
God damn, these movie fans
Seriously.
don't know the comics.
Age of Ultron, they say that Hank Pym created Ultron. So not Iron Man.
Moment of silence for the movie fans who don't know who created Ultron.
Jack or shit.
Oh, I do know
Yes.
who created Ultron.
Jack
I'm just
Kirby
not
created
that
Ultron.
Okay,
What? What?
Okay. Also, can we like? I think if Disney wasn't part of this whole Marvel thing, we would have gotten some really dark places in
I
Marvel.
agree.
We would have had Hank Pym, and we would have had the incident.
Yeah,
and it
that
would have
slap.
made everybody
Yeah,
super.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
that was great.
Maybe.
That's a
If
great
that would
movie
be
in
the case,
comics
then
because
maybe
they really
in
dealt with the
MCU.
Because
issue.
all right, look at Michael Douglas. You can look at Michael and it's like, oh yeah, he hits his wife. He definitely hits
We
his
would
wife.
need Ant-Man to come right
It was
after.
only
Douglas
one
hits his
time,
wife?
Gray.
How did we
It
get
was
on
only
that?
one
We
time,
would need
Gray.
Ant-Man 1 to
The
come right
only
after
mistake that
Ant-Man.
Paramount
Right
did
after
in
Avengers.
history, it was not buying Marvel back in 2011. That's the only thing. They should have bought Marvel. They just didn't.
Oh yeah, speaking of Paramount,
Like
Paramount Plus is the
Paramount should have bought
greatest
Marvel.
streaming service.
Like that's just the thing. They should have bought Marvel. They didn't.
Danny DeVito created.
Oh my god. Yo, do y'all know
Danny
that
DeVito.
Danny DeVito is doing a DC comic book
Yes,
about
Yes.
Penguin?
yes. I'll
And
be
I
into
thought,
that.
damn, I was like, when the fuck do you read comic books?
There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Hey,
I like that.
respect.
He'd be the
But I'll give
Penguin
him mad
my
respect from
version.
him doing that. I was like, yo, respect.
No,
That's
no.
good.
Respect him because he's been in Tim Burton movies and he's not a weirdo.
That's true.
I like Danny DeVito a lot. I like the Penguin. I know it's not comic book Penguin. I knew that when I saw it in the theater.
Imagine if the Penguin
Really
come back
saying
in this
it
last
'cause
movie.
Yeah, I was disappointed when I
Way
saw
down.
the second film, Returns. I was disappointed because the Penguin's my favorite, and it wasn't really the
He
Penguin.
was butchered.
However, I rewatched, like I've seen it so many times. I love it. I think it's a visual masterpiece. I like all of the,
Jeez.
like the stuff with the animals, and they're really their animal personas. They're not themselves.
They
unless they're the
robots.
Animal persona. A Catwoman literally is licking herself. Like that's not really what she did. Like
She's the greatest
Tim Burton
Catwoman of
turned
all
them
time.
into actual like animals, which I thought was neat. Like Batman's literally swinging upside down,
Yeah.
sleeping and stuff. I thought that was cool. And it's a Tim Burton movie.
Hey, but
And I like the
Chapin, I'm
relationship
telling you,
between
like,
Catwoman
all these
and
actors
Bruce Wayne.
today, they want to be Michelle Pfeiffer because
Oh,
like
she
if
was awesome.
if they didn't have that really stupid stigma about women in Hollywood, we were old. I think we were old like at least 5 great Michelle Pfeiffer movies.
Oh, she was
one-
awesam, man.
She
She
was
was
Michelle
mad.
Pfeiffer in the 90s, she was kicking some ass.
Yeah.
Remember Batman Returns? Like Penguin and Batman just meet up, and then she shows up and she just says meow, blows up. I'm like,
Yeah.
yep. She's the one.
And
She's
she did
That's
a
the-
whip.
I'm sorry.
That girl good.
She was
I'm going
bad.
to say
She was
this,
bad
but
in the movie.
If Zoe Kravitz, who's going to be the new Catwoman in the Batman movie, nobody's gonna. It beats Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I'll give her a round of applause.
It's a different
But
time. Anthony.
nobody's gonna.
You
beat
can't compare the
Michelle
both
Pfeiffer Catwoman.
because this
Nobody.
might be a more comic book accurate Catwoman. There's a difference between the movies, Anthony.
Still,
Like,
but you're not gonna beat Michelle Pfeiffer performances.
okay, like
That is-
no one,
Whoa,
no
whoa,
one
okay,
thought
whoa,
you
what happened?
was.
Whoa, what happened here? We got tension.
We
It's
just
supposed to be
say
the Phantom
nobody-
Zone. What
Well,
happened there, Ark?
it might be
Catwoman
now.
intention.
It might
I
be.
feel like Arkham's leaning towards the dark side a little bit.
Yeah, he
What happened,
is.
Arkham?
He's with
What?
the dark side. Look at Red Hood.
What'd you
He's a
say?
killer.
Red Hot,
Are you
Red
saying?
Hood Arkham.
Are you saying Zoe versus Michelle is better?
Yeah,
or-
I want to see because Michelle,
I'm not
nobody's
comparing the
gonna beat Michelle
both. I'm just saying like there's different interpretations.
Do you think she'll be more comic book accurate? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
I
getting
do.
at?
Mm,
don't get me wrong, like, somebody,
because
like, if she
Zoe
beats
Kravitz is not
Michelle
really
Pfeiffer, I'll
comic
give her
book
props.
accurate towards the comic. Not Zoe.
Michelle.
Michelle, like I don't think
No, she
she's
wasn't.
like very comic book accurate. It's a Tim Burton movie. Like I don't think he read comic books.
No, but Zoe as Catwoman, that's a good cast. I
I
gotta
like
give
that
props
idea,
to
Gray.
Kravitz.
Let's do it.
She has more charisma than
Yeah.
Brie Larson,
Perfect
and she
weather.
Yeah.
Eartha Kitt wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Eartha Kitt was embraced the cat
himself.
persona a lot. Like she was
Yeah.
doing a lot of
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends. She's different than Julie and different than
Oh, definitely.
Lee.
Definitely.
Lee Merriweather is the scientist in Time Tunnel. That's who she is to me. I love her as Catwoman. I
Hey,
think
Michelle
she's great
Pfeiffer
in that.
could have been Captain Marvel in the 90s.
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is awesome.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer could be that gay.
I think she's a
Bro,
look,
she still looked the same as 30 years
she looks
ago.
the same. I know she's
Yeah.
the same.
Like she has, like she aged a little bit, but not that much.
Hey, I got what
disturbing.
if? I got what if?
All right,
What if Michael Bay directed the MCU?
garbage.
I will slap
Garbage.
her
I
in
will
the face,
shoot my
sir.
gun
It
with a
wouldn't
leg.
be. It wouldn't make
I'm
money.
sorry. I will shoot myself in the leg if that happens.
No.
Bro, I will
Hey,
shoot
at least
myself.
Thor: The Dark World would be much better.
I think Bell just
No.
gave Caleb
That
a
would be
minus
more
for
trash.
PvP.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, but thank God. I mean, I know there's rumors that he's still doing Lobo, which I don't think he is.
No,
Like
I don't
I
think
don't know about
I don't
that.
think Lobo's happening anyway.
no, was not happening. That should have been canceled for the last decade.
Yeah. Thank God we dodged a bullet. I would not
I
want
mean,
to see
that would
Michael
have
Bay
been
in the
cool, but like,
DC.
it just
What if Zack Snyder directed the MCU?
I
It'd
don't
be
know.
No.
Punisher.
well, if it was
Depends on the
under
character.
if you're talking about under Paramount, I could see where you're getting at because Paramount used to own Marvel at the time.
I
And
think it
they-
depends because I don't think like with the MCU I think like I don't think there's like creative freedom kind of like it. Like
Definitely.
I think like aren't they like when
Really?
people direct don't they have to like do what Kevin Feige tells
Well,
them
what
to
they
do?
don't.
James Gunn
Well,
was
Kevin
saying.
Feige just be like, okay, just have this connected in the universe and do this. That's it. Kevin Feige just that's why he's for it. He just say, okay, I have to be connected in the universe, and then you make a reference in what other movies or something. That's it. He's not like directly involved with like every movie. He just says
Yeah.
be connected, stuff like that.
I think like a lot. I think like okay, a lot of the MCU stuff is just been falling off a cliff recently.
Yeah.
This
I mean,
what
I
if
am
it's
looking
not.
forward to Eternals, but
I mean, I'm going to watch Eternals, but I'll tell you, we were talking about this earlier. Usually at this time,
You know,
Sean,
I'm gonna have
Steve,
to
and
disagree. The MCU is not falling. Just saying.
it's not. Oh, you think it's fallen off already?
No,
it's
I don't
approaching.
I mean, look at DC. They've been
Like,
putting
I
out
did-
garbage shit too, so that's not fair. Just
Right,
saying.
I didn't say
I just
MCU is
saying.
falling off a cliff, and what's it called? DC is like going head first into the sky. I'm
Wow.
not saying that either.
Wow, Suicide Squad really changed your perspective on them, didn't it?
It's Suicide Squad was a kind of a failure to me. It wasn't Suicide Squad yet. It wasn't Suicide Squad for different reasons than the first one wasn't Suicide Squad. So you could take your pick. I'll say the second one's slightly better. I do like Bloodsport. I rewatched a little bit of it. I like Bloodsport a lot. I love the way they realized his suit where he was removing weapons.
Yeah.
I like the nanotech
That was cool.
weapon. Like
Yeah, that
I
was
like,
neat.
yeah, that was very comic book accurate with his. I like that. Like I know in I think it was the recent comic book with Bloodsport. He does have that weapon.
He does. Yeah.
Like
Now,
I think it's Waller teleports
the
weapons throughout the multiverse to give him.
Yep. That is the most current Suicide Squad. He's on Earth 2 fighting. Well, no. They just left Earth.
Yeah.
They went back. They just went back, right? Steve and Arthur, you guys are caught up, right? Yeah,
I think
they
that's
just
pretty-
left.
That sounds pretty cool.
I like
sending
that.
weapons throughout the multiverse for
Yeah, so what's going on is that he's fighting Ultraman.
Yeah.
And literally he's like talking to Waller and she's transporting weapons to him to fight. It was pretty cool. That was a good issue. That was like the last couple issues. Now they're back now. They're back on Earth 1. And then Superboy's origin is what's the next one, Steve? Superboy's origin? No. Yeah, because Superboy, you know when there was the 4 Superman, the reign of the Superman, and there was that Superboy. That Superboy has now come back to confront the current Superboy. So it's Connor and what's the other Superboy's
that sounds
name?
so garbage.
Oh, whatever, Anthony. You're just saying anything.
Yeah.
I'm on to you, Anthony. You're I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
Yeah. That sounds pretty awesome. Like
I mean, you love
think it's
84.
a different version of Superboy versus like Superboy. I think from Earth, like the regular Earth. I think that sounds pretty cool because
right.
Yes, Jonathan. So this is I think this is gonna be like the Earth 2 Superboy from Ultraman's Earth versus Connor.
Skeptic, you don't read comics.
Yeah,
Skeptic
he doesn't
read comics. Okay. Oh, and Gray, we got to talk about the accusation of Magneto. Oh, I'm sorry. It was called the trial of Magneto.
Oh no. No. You said it right. The accusations. Okay.
What's going on?
Always want to keep the mutant man down.
Are you seriously? There wasn't a trial. They just said, "Oh, you're guilty."
Also,
what the hell?
Right.
What
Sorry,
happened?
guys.
What happened?
I just got done editing this. Okay. First of all the evidence was way too neat. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, he does read comics.
Secondly, X Factor. Why are you acting so high and mighty? If you were important, you still have a book. Let's move.
Dude, I thought the same thing. They did more investigating in this book than they did in their own book. So hold on. So just to get people up to speed. So there was a big X-Men party. All the mutants were invited. Wanda was found dead. So Scarlet Witch is dead. And the thing is, the last person that was seen with her is Magneto. So basically, Polaris and Quicksilver are not happy. Quicksilver beats like the crap out of them. And like Polaris comes in. So everyone's like saying, "Oh, Magneto's the killer," and it's obviously Magneto's not the killer. And they called the book "The Trial of Magneto," but there was no trial. I'm like, they just said, "Oh, Magneto, it's you," and then they go attack.
The trial of Thanos.
And then they jump him.
But man, somebody commented on my review of it, saying that it was badass when Magneto was basically like choking Xavier out, right?
Oh yeah, with the helmet.
With the helmet.
I'm like,
whoa.
Okay. All right. I think I know who did it. I think Polaris kind of did it because really, no, hear me out.
All right.
Because she has the same powers as Magneto, and it's not really that hard to make because everybody doesn't like Magneto anyway. So it's not really hard for her.
Why is he even at the party, anyways?
They're all on accounts. You must be. Yeah, X-Men is way different than what you think it is. Like all of the mutants live on Krakoa, and there's a council. So it's Mr. Sinister, Professor X, Magneto, Nightcrawler. Who am I missing? Mystique, Emma
Frost.
Is Mystique good in this universe?
No,
she's better than the X-Men movie.
Job done. She never can.
I'm asking, is she better than the X-Men movie?
Oh, come on. All right, Mike Hickey is better than those movies.
Yeah,
see this? See how it bends?
Yeah.
No, Days of Future Past was good. Apocalypse, I like. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
Yo, has anybody read the '89 comics yet?
I read it. I read it today. It's pretty good.
It's good.
I say it's good because that we have the what if Marlon Wayne's. Well, Marlon Wayne's.
No, but here's the thing though. I knew about that whole like Robin thing for years. I was like, wow.
No, he was supposed to be in Batman Returns, but
I know.
I think when this thing happened, Warner Brothers and Tim Burton say, "Nah, let's do Robin for the third movie."
No.
Tim Burton agree with that.
No, but the thing about it is, with Marlon Wayans, he still got paid. So technically, he can still get paid. I was still a Robin.
He still gets paid now.
He still gets paid to this day.
Why is that?
Because
they had pay-to-play contracts in the 90s, which were ridiculous. They don't do that anymore.
No.
Yeah.
He made an Instagram post and he said, I would love to play Robin one day, maybe in a Flash movie. That's what he said in the Instagram post.
So wait, has everyone read 89 now?
Yep.
I read the comics. That was dope. I like Two-Face with
It's cool. It's fun.
Yeah. You know what it is?
What is the guy that was gonna be Two-Face? I forgot his name.
Billy D. Williams. Lando, man.
He would have been a perfect Two-Face in the 90s.
Y'all know nothing about that.
I love Lando. We've gone through this. I love Lando. I have a little Lando collection.
Lando wrong. All he did was snitch on his bad smuggler friend. Han Solo was a bad smuggler.
He had to protect his city, man.
Han Solo owed him money. Han Solo owed him money. This is just payback.
I'm sorry, but Han didn't owe Lando money, but Lando had to protect Cloud City.
Yeah, of course.
That's true.
He had to take care of his people.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. He didn't know Han Solo turned good now. Right? Because the Han Solo arc happened in the other movie. Lando doesn't know that. Lando's like, look, he's a smuggler. He knows the trade that he's in. He can get betrayed at any moment. I got to protect Cloud City. He's like, look, we've built a community here. He's like, we've got an agreement with the Empire. They leave us alone.
Even though if there was a power shortage, everything will fall.
No way. They got backup systems in play, and the anti-grav on that must be crazy. Plus, the Cloud City's taken from Flash Gordon, and the Hawkman City will never fall.
And the one thing I have to say about the 89 comic is that Two-Face is dating Barbara Gordon.
Dating Barbara Gordon.
Yeah, I was like, damn.
Cool.
I was like,
it makes sense. It really makes sense.
It makes sense because Barbara in this universe, in Tim Burton universe, would have been
well. Barbara Gordon throughout every universe is kind of a groupie, so that's kind of like she's always going after men of power. Batman,
that's true.
Now Harvey Dent. I'm not saying she a hoe, but
I would rather not think about
Are you
that.
sure about that?
she has a kink.
I don't like her in the Lego Batman movie or in Titans.
You don't like what?
Her joke.
I don't know about that.
Wait, you don't like her in Titans?
I mean, she's the
commissioner of because her father died due to a heart attack.
Okay.
I mean, she died.
Occupational hazard.
Okay, well, Barbara Gordon from Titan died due to because Mr. Freeze him.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree with that. She's awesome in Titans.
She's awesome in Titans, and she's commissioner.
Her father fan,
handled the mentor to her.
She went too hard on Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry.
What? She had to.
No,
she made up with Dick Grayson himself, Jason Todd, and her. That's the reason why she's in a wheelchair. Joker shot her.
Anthony.
I agree with Anthony. I don't think she had the right to go off on Bruce Wayne. Spoiler alert.
You mean
because what happened to Jim Gordon and stuff like that, and how
that was Bruce's fault.
What Bruce Wayne's doing is how he's Batman is he moves on with his life, and he doesn't like in Titans it shows how Bruce Wayne treats everyone as Batman, because
from the evil,
and I think because she thinks of Jim he thinks of Jim Gordon as
a pet.
Basically, yes, because expendable or something like that, a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And I think she had the right to go off on him because
that's her father.
How Bruce Wayne really becomes Batman is he buries all his feelings and goes on with his life and gets the next sidekick. And he doesn't really he moves on, he does recruits, and I think she had the right to
and that's what we saw in Titans.
Yell at him because he doesn't really care about anyone except the mission. That's Batman.
Yeah, even Bruce asked Dick, "You want to be Robin?" Fuck no.
Batman puts everyone.
And you see what happens when he doesn't have a Robin? He kills Joker,
and that's what he's supposed to do, bro. I mean,
oh my God.
He murdered Joker cold-blooded, and that's what he say. He say, "Be a better Batman than me, Dick." That's what he put. That's from the comics. That's from the comics.
It is technically.
Yeah, I think that is. Yeah, that is a thing.
That is from the comics. Be a better Batman.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Tim Drake was going to be in line to be.
Yeah, Tim Drake. I think in the next few episodes he's going to be coming.
But I mean, I don't know. We haven't. Sean, have you watched Titans, or Steve? Have you?
You don't have
Titans?
HBO Max over there.
We don't. We don't
have Crave.
It's good.
Is it on Crave?
No, well,
it's on Netflix.
It's on Canadian Netflix.
Yeah.
So I bought this. I actually bought them on Blu-ray. But does Canadian Netflix have season 3, Sean, or no?
I don't know. I saw season 1.
I think that there's season 3 after. It gets season 3 after.
Anthony's
no, he's pro America.
Oh my God.
we all agree that Anthony's just
I don't agree with everything that Anthony says, but I do agree with him that she has the right to go yell at Bruce Wayne because he doesn't care anything above the mission.
I do not care. No,
because Batman's more Batman is he always puts the mission first. He does. He always puts everything above the mission.
No, but the thing about it is though, it's kind of Barbara's always coming from a place of privilege. She's like,
yeah,
you can't do that, but You're following my orders. Stay in your lane, Barbara. Seriously.
Also, if she doesn't like how Bruce is doing it, then why is she using Scarecrow to help them solve crimes or help them figure out stuff?
Because he knows a lot of stuff that she don't.
It
I
was
mean, she
Bruce's
fought
idea.
against. She was Batman partner until the Joker paralyzed her in the wheelchair.
Well,
shot her
I
pretty
mean-
much.
Oh no, but
She still blames
so
she's-
I haven't seen Titans yet, so I don't want to go through that.
Yeah, we
because
should skirt back into
because
Marvel.
I'm totally lost on what you guys are talking about.
Let's skirt back into Marvel.
So
No.
all right. We
get back to
didn't
DC
finish
Comics.
talking about Magneto. We didn't
Okay,
finish.
let's talk. Okay, so you know what? Okay, so all right, Gray, you can stay on for just a minute while because I want to talk to you about the X-Men stuff. For the rest of the panel, I'm going to let you guys go back in chat, and maybe I'll bring you back in again.
Okay.
So we'll because I want to do a couple of X-Men things because I can't stream on Sunday. So I want to do a couple of X-Men things real quick with you, and then we'll get back into. I want to talk about the He-Man thing as well, really quick with
J-Man.
everybody. Yeah.
You talking about the show?
When you bring
The
us
new
back
one.
in, can I talk about Marvel's The Eternal really quick about the small part that I like?
Yeah, go for it. We'll go
That's-
for it now. If
all
you're, go for it now.
All right, I want to actually bring up the trailer because it's in the trailer and I don't know how to explain it.
Can you pause it because it's not going to work with my garbage internet?
Oh,
that's
do you
tough.
know?
That's
The
tragic.
Canadian
do you know,
internet.
It's my
That 345 internet.
Yeah, it's my laptop. My laptop's
Hey,
very
Chris?
old. My new laptop's coming in the next couple of weeks. I've been waiting because I'm getting a deal through my.
J-Man, I have a
cousins,
question.
We have to convert
Hold
our internet here, okay? Like
so-
we don't get
Yeah,
to
to the-
We're using all
Hold on.
our dark
Okay,
magic
so-
to push it on. To push
So
it to
okay,
his
so
computer.
tell us what you liked about it, and then I'm going to answer Arkham's question. Then we're going to go back to X-Men.
Icarus. Do you know Icarus?
I don't know what he
Icarus,
looks. Yeah, Sean knows everything about.
Of
Well,
course, Sean knows that.
in
knows
the
everything.
trailer, he seems just like Superman with the laser visions and with the flying and super strength.
Yeah,
I felt I was sold that moment. The moment they show that he was just like Superman, I was sold. I gotta go see the movie now.
he flies and
doesn't-
stuff. The eye lasers aren't exactly. Well, I guess they're a current thing, but in classic comics, not so much. But
That's a current
the thing is, they're capitalizing off of the DC movies with showing him look like a modern day Superman, and also the boys and stuff.
He
right?
doesn't look. He doesn't look like the comics at all. This is my
No.
thing.
He doesn't have the guy. No one. This isn't going to be Jack Kirby, so you could just shut that door right now.
Throw out the
It's
window.
not. It's all.
Bro, but
dim
if you
and,
read the comics,
foggy.
it will look goofy.
No way,
look
Anthony.
awesome,
That argument is super tired. That's that. And Anthony left. He
You
made that
kid-
comment and then he left. That's a super tired comment. It's
Like,
like everything looks
grabbing
cool.
things from the comic doesn't look goofy. Like you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
do it correctly. It's like saying like Nightwing from the comics will look goofy on big screen. Like get the hell out of here.
No, okay. Oh, but Booster Goldwood.
No
Mm,
way.
No,
no.
He
no.
left. No,
No.
he's coming back. He's coming back.
Anthony's gave a tired comment, so he went and had a nap.
He had a nap. Yeah. Okay. Arkham, what was your
Listen, it
question? And
depends
then-
on
and
why
then
you
I'm
do
gonna
it in the
get-
comics.
I'm gonna get back to us.
Like I
Go
see
for it.
some pictures of Eternals from the
Did you have-
comics. I
did
was
you have a
like,
question, or I
you
can't
could
remember.
do
Somebody had a
some of
question.
it.
Anthony,
I mean, you can make
shush.
something work, but it depends. It depends on why you want stuff to work in the comics.
I'm not hearing Anthony.
Hello?
I
You
hear
hear
it,
me?
Yeah,
Anthony.
he's
Oh, there you
talking.
go. Okay,
He's
I'm hearing
talking.
you. I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I'm hearing you. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Like it depends on why you want to make. Like it depends. Some things could good, but I get it why it doesn't look like comic accurate, like the costume. I was like, I give it on pass with that. Like it's just
You
it is
can
what it
make
is.
like from the comic
No.
books. You can make anything work from the comic books if you do right on the big screen.
Yeah.
Nothing
Agreed.
like
Yep.
like you. It just has to be done right. Like that.
Like,
That's
they're
all it's
coming-
down to.
They're coming from a spot of saying we don't want it to be the comics, right? And it's like, well, then what is it? Like, it's like, well, Batman shouldn't have horns. That's stupid. It's like,
Yeah.
but he should have horns because then it's not Batman. Like you could say anything
Oh,
is stupid. Yeah.
God.
Anyways.
That would be
All right,
nice.
guys. Gray, stay on for a minute. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? If there's time, I will bring everyone back in around. All right, Young. Thanks for coming by.
Yeah, go pay your child
Take care.
support.
Yeah, go pay your child support.
See your children.
Oh,
all right,
did you see
Arkham.
Superboy? I think it's Kal-El, the Kal-El Sun issue. Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was all right.
Kal-El,
I'll keep
no.
reading it. I like both.
No.
So, all right, cool. Okay, Arkham,
Okay.
take care.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, be good. Don't beat
Thank
up
you.
people.
Oh my God. You
Don't beat up
fucking
children.
84 lover.
84 lover for life. For life.
No,
How's it?
no,
How's it go?
84
For life.
sucks. Oh,
For life.
How about
Listen,
till,
not
how about
make a
till
sequel.
right before death?
Tell
No.
right before death. All right, Anthony, take care.
Say-
All right, let's do a couple of things. I want to talk about the He-Man trailer,
Yeah.
the new He-Man trailer, the He-Man and Master Ninja trailer. We're going to talk about
Oh yeah.
But I want to talk really quick about X-Men. So Sean, Steve, you're going to be bored for just a minute. But the thing is, though, is that, okay, X-Corp is getting canceled. Phew,
Thank
that's my
God.
Christmas list. Because
Thank
that,
you.
that is
I didn't
the
even read
most
the last
brutal
issue.
comic. Is that the most brutal X-Men comic of all time? It has to be.
X-Men Gold was pretty bad.
Oh, no way. No, not as bad.
No,
No
in
way.
hindsight.
No way. No
Okay,
way.
All right,
X-Men
all right.
Gold was way better.
No, you're right. No, X Corp is like, it's trying to be something like, we don't know a lot about the business side of that, and it's not really interesting.
No, it's not interesting at all.
Like, the only interesting thing is that they have all these villains on the board, and that's like kind of cool. They have Mastermind, who's actually okay, but then we have Celine, who's saying, "Well, back in my day, women were da 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 da, quack 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 quack. Men didn't know quack 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 quack."
Right. Who cares? What a tiresome thing. It's so tiresome. And it's so conventional. This is all they do now. It's like, why? It's so weird. You're reading, there's some X-Men books you're reading, you're like, God damn, that was awesome.
Right.
And then you read another one, you're like, this is awful. What the hell's going on? There's
Leo
no, like,
Williams. No, or is it Teenie Howard? I forget.
Teenie Howard is
I mean, Teenie Howard is good on Excalibur right now. She's doing
yes.
good. But how can you have a really good book, a book that's getting better?
Right.
And this stuff. I
don't
I love brand recognition. I remember X Corporation when it first came out. I thought that concept was amazing. It was a great way to show off the other X-Men characters that you don't see all the time. Fuck, I like that. I thought it was gonna be like Transformers. Every group was gonna every issue was gonna get like a different team. Like, hey, we're gonna get Sunfire and, like, I don't know, Mimic. Why?
Right.
Let's just see what happens.
Where is Mimic?
He's on the island.
He's on the island, right? Yeah.
He's a backup for the 5.
Right.
Like, kind of like Sam.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because he retained the 5.
Yeah.
From before
the original. Yeah, from
way back. Okay. So I mean, there's that. Now, Way of X. That's already done. This is the last issue, and they're going into Onslaught now.
You know
what the hell?
No, you want to know what? Like, okay, I say this in my video that I'm editing. Nightcrawler has this ability to elevate everyone around him.
Yeah,
don't know why. It's kind of like I'm getting really sick and tired of Cy Spurrier. He doesn't understand the entire relationship between Xavier and Legion, because he's leaving out a bunch of stuff. He's just like, oh yeah, what about the mom? No, we're gonna talk about the dad, because he's a horrible person. Like, all right, calm down. Xavier's not that bad, and
Xavier's not bad.
Also, technically, you should say that's not even my son, because his mother took away that choice. So, like, if I was Charles, I would say, like, man, fuck you. I don't care. Like, your mom, that's between you and your mom. I have nothing to do with that.
Right. So it's bullshit, and it's such a generic trope to go to, like, oh, the father and son. Like, fuck off.
No, and also like, I was reading those old issues, the Proteus one, and the first time Legion appeared.
Mm-hmm.
Like, both times he was lied to about to get him out there. Like, Moira called him and said, "Hey, Charles, can you help me with this mutant?" Not telling him, "Oh, that's the child with the man I left you for." Because he would be completely within his rights to say, "Fuck you, I'm out."
Right.
And the same thing with Legion. They didn't say that was his son. She like, oh, this is your son that you had with me, but I didn't tell you. Okay, bye.
Right, like yeah. So I don't know, but like so, Way of X is now done. Now I gotta tell the guys this.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler
Yes.
teleported. Okay, so basically, so what happened there? So Fabian enhanced Nightcrawler. There's basically so they're on Mars. Do you guys know that the mutants are on Mars or no? Do we know?
Yeah,
this?
you mentioned
You
it
said
in
it
one of-
before,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
you mentioned it, yeah.
So some of them are on Mars. So the other, not the Krakoan mutants, like the ones that you know, it's other mutants that you don't know. They're all new people. Mostly, they're like Storm's there and stuff. But like they're on Mars. So it's like one of the moons was somehow being like because Lost
because it was
messing up. Lost was messing up the gravity.
Lost the gravity of the moon when her and Fabian were fighting
Fighting,
in
yeah.
the air. Because
In the
Nightcrawler teleported and said,
The-
"Hey, listen, you guys are gonna squash this out, or else you're both gonna splat."
Smash. I know that was great. So the Lost and Fabian Cortez are in this fight. Nightcrawler teleports them up into the sky and they're falling. He's like, well, I'm going to let you guys fall and you're going to figure out your shit while you're falling. I'm like, I've never seen this tactic. But the thing is that Fabian Cortez like super amplifies powers.
Yeah.
Right? So all of a sudden the moon and Lost controls gravity.
Gravity.
So like the moon, so it's like the moon is being dragged down. So it's like, you're like, okay. So I've never seen, this is the most epic thing I've ever seen.
It was cool.
I've never seen a more epic thing done ever. So Fabian Cortez amplifies Nightcrawler's powers and Nightcrawler teleports the moon back. I was like, this is awesome.
This is why Nightcrawler is one of the best characters in comics. Man.
Yes.
Elevates everyone around you.
He's the best.
Everyone. And,
Yeah.
But here's the thing: his mom doesn't like him, which is really weird.
Right.
That
His
doesn't make
mom's
any
a
sense.
weirdo, though. His mom's a weirdo. Like, there's a Spider-Man comic where it's Nightcrawler and Spider-Man, and they go against the Punisher. And that is absolutely insane.
Oh god, it's like, all right. Just one about Mystique. Just I hate the fact that she wants Destiny so much. I'm like, shouldn't you be trying to talk to your children?
Gosh, I don't
No, the more she shows she cares about somebody, the more it shows that she ain't shit. Like,
well, somebody posted on one of comment on on my latest video talking about Trial and Way of X, and they said they're thinking Mystique has something to do with all of this Wanda stuff.
it's too obvious.
Could be too obvious. I don't know, but like she's shady, and we saw her reactions too. Like she's weird. She's shady. She's doing some weirdness.
But also, like, another reason why I know Magneto didn't do it is because my friend on Instagram brought this up to me. When at the end of the Sword issue for the Hellfire Gala, they showed the time. It was like at 3 a.m, and then X Factor in this issue said like, oh, she died around like 1 a.m. So my thing is, he didn't do it.
So, but she saw him earlier at the party.
Yeah.
It's a murder mystery, is what this is. So she saw him earlier at the party, and people saw them together, and then that happened before her death because then she died, and then they're saying, oh, Magneto is the one, but they're only saying that because they found traces of
metal
or whatever. And I'm like,
no, would it be really crazy if Wanda and him were in a relationship? Like they're not related. I was starting to think like, he does have a thing for younger women. Remember Rogue?
That would be weird though. I don't think that's going to be the case.
They're not related though. He didn't know that she was his daughter until she was a grown woman. So
wait, what if it was Onslaught?
Oh yeah, I mean but it's a clean answer.
Right,
it's
too clean. But Onslaught existing in between when you die and when you're resurrected, that is a really cool idea.
He's an editor. He's like, okay, I'm going to take this spot. Like,
that was cool.
Oh, also Marauders. Marauders this week too. Banshee, Tempo.
Oh, Banshee, man.
Oh, also, Kate Pride is very ignorant. She's very ignorant.
Yeah, I'm starting to not like her in this book. I don't know. I just
because she says like, oh, I don't understand why we can't bring Wanda back, because I've seen what the Five do. It's more art than science. I'm like, you sound stupid right now. You sound really. Don't speak.
Yeah, don't talk.
No, like I would not want to be on that council because it would seem like I'm being being sexist. Like, Kitty, to shut up. Like, Kitty, just shut up. Like, no. Tell your dwarf to shut up too. Okay, you should not be talking to people.
Yeah, I mean that was dumb. Marauders, it was okay. I felt that Banshee could have taken out those guys on his own. He doesn't need the 4-lady backup team. And I was like, why are you calling the Charlie's Angels in here? And
well, at least one of them had a superhero name.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, Tempo had a superhero name. Everybody else is like
Tempo.
Pride. I'm like, and Tempo.
Tempo is really cool, actually.
Yes.
Very interesting.
No, she's great.
The way they did her powers and stuff. She's really cool.
Yeah,
but,
she's
okay,
amazing.
so He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Let's get into this.
Right.
This is now the new Netflix show.
Yeah.
Okay.
New one?
Why?
Right.
So why is Netflix doing 2 He-Man shows running concurrently?
Well, one is garbage, and one might not be that bad. The Kevin Smith one is utter garbage, and they want to insult people. So now this one is made for kids. And look, there's already going to be wonky stuff because Ram Man is a female, right? Gender swap Ram Man.
Ram Man, yeah. I don't know if that's what they're calling her, but like everyone on the internet's like, her name's Ram Man. It's like,
no, I think it is a legit that.
Yeah?
Yeah, which is great.
It's kind of funny, man.
It's funny. It's funny. No, but okay, but hold. So the thing is with this trailer, if you played those 2 trailers next to each other, you will see the difference in advertising. The Kevin Smith garbage is literally saying, look, this is the He-Man you know and love, brought into brand new light with new animation, and it's all the old stuff that you liked, but right now it's a love letter to the fans. Here's the poster, and it's He-Man, and Skeletor's big, and it's all the guys. It's like, here's the still pictures of all of the episodes, except for that one still picture where we know that was the real still picture. But there was like 7 still pictures, and 6 of them were the normal He-Man, and the last one was the garbage-looking Tila. And Kevin Smith tweeting out, "This is all for all you fans. I'm a fan too. I love it too. Yay, we're all great." Right? This one, you watch it, you're like, okay, this is different.
It's man.
It is Ram Man, yeah, Ram Man. This one is different. Like Eternia looks futuristic.
Yeah.
Orko's like either a cyborg or robot or something, right? So this is different. Now I'm okay with different because you're saying this isn't the old show, so you can accept it or not. And because we don't have to accept it as canon. And if we want to, we can. If we don't, it's like in the future maybe or some alternate timeline. But I don't care. It's like the She-Ra cartoon. Our personal friend, I had a long conversation with our mutual friend today in texting, asking me about the She-Ra. I said, I watched a couple of episodes of She-Ra. I thought it was okay. I skipped it. It's not made for me. It seems like it's targeted for little girls. But I'm not angry. And he asked me, he goes, well, I don't see a lot of backlash for that cartoon. I said, we don't see a lot of backlash because people just ignored it. They're like, well, this doesn't look like She-Ra.
It's not for me.
It's not for me. And they ignored it. The reason why everyone's pissed off at Kevin Smith is because you said it was for me. You said it's for you, Sean. This is for you, buddy. This is for you, J-Man. This is what you've been looking for. It's like, but it's not. And it's not even good anyways. So that's what angered people. This show, and I saw the toys. I've seen the marketing. I've seen the still pictures. I've seen the trailer. I saw the trailer twice. It is not for me. But I'm now thinking I'm going to check it out because the thing is that it looks neat as its own thing. I love the idea that guys are getting armored up. Like Trapjaw. Did you see Trapjaw? Holy shit. Cool. He's like fucking super armored up. I'm like, this might be kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah. So it looks cool, and I like that it's its own thing. Yeah. It looks more realized and thought out than the Revelations thing. And the 3-minute trailer, it feels honest. It feels like it's showing you what it's all about. It's not hiding anything. The only thing I have pause on is I know it's called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, but He-Man isn't really maybe I'm wrong. It wasn't really emphasized as much as he should be. Like his journey, what he has to overcome, isn't really shown in that trailer, and
No.
sort of suggests to me that either it's all about the friends, which sure, or that the mechanic well, no, not the mechanic, the magic girl or whatever, because they show a lot of her.
Sorceress.
Is that supposed to be sorceress? So, and it's funny that the toys, I saw pictures of the toys, and the only pictures I can find are He-Man, Skeletor, and Man-Arms, and that's it. It's like I can't find the two girls or whatever. Yeah, it looks. This is more like what I kind of just a more of a reinvention and reimagining for now. I know it's got that talk down to kids sort of vibe to it, where the kids are like they're kind of dopey and stupid, and it's like it's like He-Man's told like you're master of the universe, and he's like masters of the what now? It's like why are you tripping on the word universe? Are you an idiot? Are you stupid? But it's that sort of like that sort of like movie like Crudes, DreamWorks type of animated thing where everyone's too cool for school, right? So it's that kind of thing. It's not like the old He-Man is sort of timeless in that like it's just adventures. No one's trying to be smart, like smart alecky or anything. It's like Masters of the what? I don't understand what universe means. I'm fucking dumb. Like that kind of thing. But this cartoon has that kind of vibe. Beyond
but it showed you that though. It showed you that in the trailer. And I thought the same thing. I'm
like, what you're getting.
You know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting.
You can either accept it or not.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch as the new iteration of He-Man, see what's going on. And I like that it's its own thing. It's removed from the old stuff. It takes elements of the old and brings it into this new thing. But I don't feel as threatened by it. And if kids dig it, that's cool. A brand new era for He-Man. I know people complain about Voltron, but Voltron had a heyday, and it's like old people were too high on their own shit to understand that He-Man had a whole successful decade, and you missed it because it's like you didn't want to watch the show. Oh, it's not like the old show. No, it's not like the old show. It's the new show, asshole. It's like and the toys were always in Toys R Us and stuff. It's a new thing. The only thing about the toys, I'll say, for whatever reason, they pulled this jack shit about like how they couldn't make all the paladins. They're just fucking figures. They're like, oh, we can't. It's too expensive. They're like this. You couldn't make like all the dudes that piloted the fucking like lions and stuff. But those the set of lions sold a lot. And that show lasted like 7 seasons or some bullshit. And it's like holy shit,
Are you combining everything like vehicle, like Die Rugger and stuff? You're talking about Voltron, right?
The Netflix fucking series.
The Netflix Voltron. Oh, the Netflix Voltron. Oh, yes. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't watch any of it. Was it good?
I watched a bit of it. I'll continue watching it. I'm told it's boring, but but it was a success. It moved product for a while.
The big one looked not too bad. He was a bit skinny. I don't know if that's a thing.
And the ones that they made as figures were skinny too.
Yeah, they were kind of skinny.
I would like, once and for all, a proper Voltron line where there's like big villains that he fights, because they only make the Voltron. They never make like any Robeasts that are like the same scale. Even in the heyday, they never did that.
They never.
I don't know what their problem was.
I really want to get Die Rugger, but he's super expensive. The Soul of Chogokin Die Rugger, he's like a lot of money.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve, did you saw the trailer for the new He-Man?
Yeah.
Like He-Man and so. What's your thoughts?
Watched it when you sent it to me. I mean, it looks like what it is. Like it looks like it's a kid's thing. I liked it when he said "Masters of the what?" because he's like thrown off. Like he's like, wait a minute, the universe? Like you're talking about the entire universe? Like what the hell? That's how I took it. I didn't take it that he didn't understand what universe meant. But like I like that sort of behavior where it's like it's very innocent and it's very well intentioned as opposed to being mean spirited. So I like that. Right? Like it looks very much like a fun show, which it's what I want now, right? Like, like you're not going to top the original He-Man series. The remake was really good too.
Yeah, I would say maybe it did top it, but anyway.
Yeah, maybe, but you're not one or the other. You're not going to top. If you top one, you're not going to top the other.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't try. You should try and make something new, something interesting, and something fun. And that's what I think it is, and that's perfect.
And it's for kids. Like, there's going to be, I bet you any money, those toys are not going to fall apart in your hands like those garbage new.
No.
They're going to be good toys. So I'm going to be on the lookout for the new toys for the proper, or not even the proper.
That sword is awesome because it's awesome. It's a freaking it's a cloud or something. It's like I like that because the thing is one of the design challenges for He-Man is how do you redesign that iconic sword? It's like why reinvent the wheel, right?
Yeah,
and they tried to in the 2000X one, right? But like this one, it's iconically it's two big fat blades, and it's his symbol on his chest too.
That's cool. I like that. Gray, did you happen to see this new trailer or no? Or
I did not, but I'm all for just upgrading some things because you can upgrade the wheel, but what if you made a better wheel?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with this show is that it's not trying to tell you. It's not selling you bullshit like Kevin Smith was. You watch the trailer and you can interpret that line like Sean saying, "Oh, why is the kid being dumb?" Or it's just a goofy thing. You can interpret it like Steve saying, "Oh, he's just so in awe of what's going on." He's like, "The what? The universe?" And really, actually, now that Steve said that, I'm thinking maybe that is what they meant, but I'm not sure. But I love I like the little character moments where she's like, "Okay, there's this energy field.
Yeah,
be careful." He's like, through him. It's like, wait, what? It's like, wait from us, and I'll just go through. Like, oh, okay. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah. It's for kids. It puts a smile on your face. If I'm watching this with my niece and nephew, I get a little smile on my face, and that was cute. And it's like, and He-Man's doing the I've got the power. Some people are like, oh, is it going to be like they're all masters of the universe? That's actually what I interpreted.
Yeah,
to always be.
And they've always grappled with what the hell does that mean? Because he just came up with a name and
I thought really all the masters.
Yeah.
Is that what you thought? Who are the masters of the universe to you?
In the original, they never explained that.
No.
In the 2000X, he called the good guys the masters of the universe.
That's what I go by.
But the thing is, in the original, they never. It was literally called Masters of the Universe, and they never really. It just sounded cool. Like as a kid, I was like, "It's the He-Man show," right? We talked about this, but they never really explained what Masters of the Universe really meant. And so here it's like this is someone's take on it is like they're all masters that I'm assuming they all transform. And I'm assuming from the trailer, and I might be wrong, that the bad guys can transform too. So Keldor can become Skeletor and back to Keldor or something, right? Yeah.
I think so He-Man goes, I have the power. Then when he becomes He-Man, remember how he points?
Everyone else can,
Yeah, when he points.
Oh, and Cringer is a character too. And I don't know if Cringer's going to be a mount. But he's his own character that can talk and shit.
Yeah,
he's a mount. But when he goes, I have the power. Then he points, and then Cringer gets armor. Yeah. He can point to everybody and give them something. I think, that's kick ass. That's cool to me because I'm thinking, wow, he can just.
Then if he's out, everyone's out. That's the problem. Yeah, right. But that's a good a dramatic thing.
But that makes He-Man the main guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not we can do it without him. They need He-Man. And I think Keldor has the other half. And he can upgrade his guys.
Now I thought that's two big swords is the two big swords. There's not another one.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. See, the thing is that when you're dealing with something that's brand new, you don't have to start worrying about how does this make sense with the old one.
Yeah.
So I can let go. I can keep the old one in my memory and keep the 2000X and even New Adventures and all that. I can keep that as one thing. And this is a brand new thing. And again, I'll watch it. If I don't like it, I'm done. If I do like it, I will continue it, but I know what I'm getting. When I sit down and press play, I know that this is not the old He-Man. This is completely new.
Yeah.
And some people might be pissed off that it's Ram Mam or whatever, which is funny to me. It's funny.
It is funny.
I'm not really pissed off over that because guess what? She doesn't look like the exact same Ram Man, and then they just changed it. It's a different character
in a different universe.
In a different universe.
Look, if you wanted like a more serious take, like more action-packed, kick-ass take on He-Man, you got it.
You got it.
You got it 20 years ago, and there's it's hard to top that one.
No, you can't.
Because it was the big, serious, action-packed He-Man with like every character you can think of, given their due. I mean, like Stinkor got his own episode.
I love the Stinkor. I love Stinkor.
Yeah.
I was addicted to the smell of Stinkor. I could not get enough of them. I would wear that as a cologne. I love Stinkor. I don't know why. Moss Man, the pine smell, it was so nice. I would
Moss Man was awesome, man. I smelled Moss Man a lot, man.
Yeah, I was addicted to Stinkor.
My brother-in-law, I told you this before. My brother-in-law one Christmas, I guess like everyone who visited that Christmas went to the same Zellers and got the same peg warmer, and he got like 3 Stinkors for Christmas, and he opened each one. And like you want to keep, you're a kid, you're gonna keep them. It's like screw giving them away, right? And Jen was like, the upstairs where all the bedrooms were, the whole place smelled like Stinkor for a couple days. It's like
I should sell Stinkor cologne, man. That'd be cool. Well, I mean, I'm gonna check it out. And I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm gonna check it out just to spit in the face of Kevin Smith. Because I want this one to do better, just because I want his thing to do worse.
I've seen the Revelation stuff at Walmart and Toys R Us, and I think it's probably Walmart where I went and saw it. And they're big. They're big. Like they remind me. The packaging reminds me of Sectars.
I was just at Toys R Us today. Last Red Ranger.
Oh, Power Rangers. Yeah. Like I saw Battlecat alone, and it's like an enormous box. And I was like, if the show were really good, I'd snap this up because he looks kind of cool. And it looks like a big deluxe item, but I can't bring myself to do it. And I don't think the next 5 are going to like improve anything either.
No, I was asked that today by somebody flat out. They're like, you think the next 5 could save it? I'm like, no, because it sucks and I don't care.
No, and the setup looks pretty obvious. And as I said before, Kevin Smith is not a clever writer.
Nope.
And so if he's the showrunner, what is set up is what's going to happen. There's going to be no twist or cleverness to that. That's why I'm sort of like on the whole Andra becomes the new champion, because that's not really set up. What's set up is Tila, and Tila gets a whole arc where she confronts her fears. Andra doesn't do anything like that. So that, like, on a basic narrative level, it's obvious what's going to happen in the next 5. They even telegraphed that with showing like these characters get like mega arcs, and it's like none of them were He-Man. It's like those segments of the little pictures, and it's like He-Man's not in here, dick. What the fuck is this?
It's so awful.
It's not here. Like, you don't need to bring in Dick Grayson in on this.
leave Dick alone.
Right? It gets funnier every time you think. Hey,
I'll bring Cal in. He's been waiting backstage this entire time. So back in. So what else is there? Did anyone? I didn't finish Superman and Lois. That was the finale.
I did.
Yeah. So Steve, without spoilers, I guess, because I don't really care, but I haven't seen it. I don't know who else has seen it. So mild to no spoilers. What were your thoughts of the finale?
It's great.
Oh,
it was like, I've enjoyed every episode of Superman and Lois. There's not one where I thought it dragged. There was not one where I thought it was garbage. There are ones that are better than others for sure.
Right.
But there's been no like crap ones. I've enjoyed it pretty much from beginning to end, and this was no exception.
Does Steel get a red cape and the S?
No.
So I saw it too. I mean, what happens, what you think happens. And the cliffhanger, there's a cliffhanger, of course. sort of alludes to more family dynamics happening in the next next season.
I have a definite thought of what's going to happen next season, and I think it's set up beautifully.
Yeah.
Does Eradicator get the blue and black and the red cape?
No.
No.
Oh man, I want with the goggles. I want Eradicator.
I know. There's no real surprises, I would say.
Yeah.
There's nothing on.
There's no comic booky surprise.
No, there's nothing.
It's funny because at one point something happens. It's so minor, but I was like, and then that person is Brainiac, right? And it's like, no, that didn't happen.
No, yeah.
It's not what you think, Steve. It's another very minor part. It's like one of the sons goes off with one of the girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
And you never see that. You never see what happens after that. And I was like, and then that person's Brainiac, right? It's like, no, it's not.
No, it's. I think it's very clear cut what season 2 is going to look like, and I'm very intrigued to see what they do with it.
Right.
But it's cool. All the characters are great. It finishes off everything as you would expect. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah.
What about? Okay, so I'm catching up to Flash. I got 4 or 5 left, and I've caught up to Flash.
Which Gray loves. Gray loves the Forces stuff. He loves the love theme. He's talked about that many times. How much?
Okay, so is everyone caught up to Flash? Who's on here?
No, and I never will.
Yes,
so
The movie? I mean, the show?
The show, yeah.
I've watched all the seasons besides the newest one.
Not the newest one. Gray, have you seen everything?
This water's really good.
Oh, so you don't like Flash? I don't remember you don't like Flash.
No. Honestly, everybody knows how I feel about the CW shows. They're a bunch of pretty people doing cosplay because there's no ugly people. Okay, think about it. There's not one.
There's a lot of pretty people on that.
There are a lot of people. Yeah, that's guaranteed.
Okay. Wow, Flash to me, it's the cliff is approaching, and I'm like, okay, it started off not too bad this season. And then at some point in time, it became Flash doesn't know anything and is always wrong. It's like, we should do this. No, we should. There's one point where there's this girl, Fuerza, who's basically like the Hulk. Like she gets like super strong and big.
The force power. The
strength or something power.
The strength force or whatever.
The force of hungry, angry women?
Yes. Yeah.
That would be a really cool power.
Yeah, it would be.
So follow me on this. I'm not doing a J-Man because I exaggerate and I'm funny. I'm not being funny. This is legitimately what happens. So she can't control when she becomes. It's literally like Hulk. Like she gets into this mode and then she goes into this big monster and she can't control herself. So they're trying to figure out how she can control herself. Bring Arkham in. So she's trying to figure out how to control.
You're talking about the Flash TV show.
So they get her in this machine, and Barry's like, okay, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, and it'll start to make you turn, try to control it. And she's like, okay, and then it kind of doesn't work, and they try a bunch of times, and she's like, you know what, this isn't working. I don't know if I can do this. So then they stop, and then they have a little discussion, and Barry's like, man, we got to get her to control her power because we need her to help fight the Speed Force and all that. And then they're like, well, Barry, you might be pushing her too hard. You're pushing her way too hard. And he's like, yeah, but, and I'm thinking pushing her way too hard. It's like, we need to save people. Like, there's no time to work this out. Like, let's give her 5 years to get comfortable with her powers. And they're like, and everyone is telling Barry that he's wrong, but no one's giving a solution. They're just like, no, Barry, you're pushing her too hard. It's like, okay, Caitlin Snow, what would you do? Nothing. Okay. So then Barry says to her, he's like, just pull through. Let's do it. So they pump her full of this shit. She grows angry. She breaks a couple of things. They shut it down. And she's like, you see, I wasn't ready. And she storms off. And then Caitlin's like, you see, Barry, Thawne gave you a year to train with your powers. And he's like, okay, yeah, fine. So hold on. He walks over to her, same episode, very same scene. He's like, okay, Caitlin. He walks over to the girl. He goes, hi, Fuerza. I'm sorry I pushed you too much. I was wrong. We'll do this whenever you're ready. She's like, I think I'm ready. And they go back and do it. I'm like, what? It's like, what? Like, you just had this scene about how Flash is garbage. Barry's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's a loser. He's pushing her too hard. She's not ready. And then she's ready in 1 minute. It's the same scene. And I literally paused and I'm like to my wife, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, this show is crapping the bed. And then every episode's like Flash gets beat up, someone else has to save him. Flash can't do this, someone else has to come in. And it's like all of the character, and I'm sorry, unless you're Flash, everyone else is a trash hero.
Yeah, for real.
Well,
are they for Arkham, dude? Are you with me on this? They are.
Yeah, like my problem with the Flash TV show is it's not a Flash TV show.
It's Flash. It's Flash's friends featuring the Flash.
When I think about the Flash in comics, he got the Flash. He got him speed from himself working from CCPD. He doesn't have other heroes to. He doesn't need a team to help him. The Flash solves his problems himself. He doesn't need Cisco Ramon. He does it feels like a teen drama Flash TV.
Yeah.
No. You know what it is? It's Dawson's Creek with superheroes.
Right, but
you just don't need it because it's not really a Flash TV show. Really, it's a teen drama Flash show.
No. It's preteen Titans.
Yeah.
It's like problems. So Steve, did you complete it? Steve,
I've completed all of the seasons. So
okay, so what are your thoughts here?
So
without spoilers or mild spoilers.
Well, I'll see what I can do. Like the problem is that first of all, how they resolved the mirror mistress, I guess you could call her, wasn't very satisfying to me.
Nope.
You're basically like saying, "Oh, if you do this, you should just be a better person." Like that's how I got. You should just be a better person. You're not. This is not what you want to do. I'm like, why is the Flash not fighting the main villain? It's like, I'm going to talk you down. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to talk you down, and she buys it. I'm like, I don't buy it. I don't buy that she would buy it. So that's garbage.
Yeah.
This whole thing. Killer Frost went to jail for life, and she got out in 1 second.
My God. Okay, I paused. So that episode ended. I've been watching one a day or two a day. So after that episode ended, I turned to my wife because we watched together. And I said, I was like, I guess the actress, I can't remember, Danielle Panamaker. I guess they don't want her to do the two roles anymore. So I thought this was a very interesting way to write out Frost. She's like, look, I give myself up. I've done criminal things in the past. I'm going to jail. I was like, you know what? That's a satisfying way to get rid of that character because she was a criminal. And that way they're not just glossing over the fact that she was a criminal. The very next episode, she's back. I'm like, I escaped Iron Heights. Apparently, everyone can escape Iron Heights at the drop of a hat. It's like, I'm going to go ahead and escape today from Iron Heights. And then they're just out. You're like, oh, God.
But not only that, Steve. She doesn't go back. She doesn't go back.
What? She doesn't go back?
She's just paroled. I'm like, wait a second. I know jail isn't what it used to be, but this is ridiculous. So there's that. The Force stuff is god awful. It is really bad. It is really, really bad. Like it is horrible. I have no idea what is going on. Like
it should just end the show.
Yeah, the Speed Force is villainous. I'm like, why is the Speed Force a villain?
Right.
What are you talking about?
They can't come up with any more ideas.
Well, to that point, Arkham, the last part is Godspeed, who we've already dealt with before as a minor villain. Now it's like, Godspeed's here. It's like, what are you talking about? And there's this subplot with this investigator who doesn't like metas. It's bad. It's like it's almost like they didn't think the show would come back. Then it came back, and they're like, "Oh shit, it came back." Finish off Mirror Mistress. Okay, really badly. Okay, what happened next? Barry and Iris's love made all these forces. What are you fucking talking about? It's so god awful.
That was and then later on, my wife was asking me. She's like, "Wait, how did these forces get created?" I'm like, "Remember, it was love." She's like, "No, wait, what happened?" I'm like, "No, I just explained it to you. They love each other." She's like, "Yeah, but how did that?" But my wife actually thinks there's people writing these shows. Like, but how did that happen? And I was like, no, it's just like that. And she's getting mad at me as though I'm not explaining it.
Be serious.
She's like, we want.
I mean, she should get mad at you.
She should. it's like I'm like nobody can explain this. I said there was no explanation given. They love each other, and all these forces got created. So why wasn't the love force created? And then the other thing too is like, okay, I've never seen this before in my life. The city is being ravaged, and he's like, we want to have a baby. Why don't we take a day off? Like, is that how that works?
Not only that,
I never understood why a superhero would want to be in a relationship with a civilian. It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, but listen to this. He turns to Iris, and she's like, "Oh, I think we should start a family." And he's like, "I like your impulse." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And of course.
Yeah,
what happened, guys? Who's going to show up?
Yeah, that's jeez. And like, who says that line? It doesn't make sense. But no, Arkham is right. I've been reading Flash. We said this before. Flash is a great comic because it's just one comic book. You just have to read it once a month, and you don't have to worry about yourself. If you collect Batman comics like Arkham, you have to buy 14 comics a month, and you're scrambling. And if you miss one, you're like, "Should I miss one?" Like, Flash is one comic. I wish I could go back in time and say, just be a Flash guy. Because I'm just reading one comic a month. I could buy every Flash toy there ever was because there's only one every couple of months or one a year that comes out. You know, Todd McFarlane will do a cool Flash, so you don't have to worry about it. There's only one TV series. It's like one old show, one new show, one movie. It's so easy to be a Flash collector. I used to have Flash T-shirts, right? It's beautiful. It's such an easy life. Why can't we get this one character? Why can't we get this one character? It's the easiest character of all time. And Flash, why does Flash have 14 people helping him? He's super fast.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. You're right. It's a Flash TV series that doesn't have the Flash in it.
I mean,
it's literally not in it.
It should be just 3 people help him, not like everybody.
There shouldn't be with Flash. There shouldn't be 3 people helping, and it's not a freaking team. You should just have Flash solving his problems by himself. He went in the comic books. He never really he solved them himself.
Yeah,
he doesn't need help. Like if he went help, he went to like at least the smartest person. Like I know in the recent comic books, he at least got Mr. Terrific or something like that. But like most of the problems, Flash goes head on and solves himself. I don't think.
I mean, that's the thing with season 1. Like, I was fine. There was like even season 2 or 3. I'm fine. There was like 3 or 4 people helping him, but not like everybody.
Well,
and they're lame.
Is where it really started to shit the bed.
And I love the Harrison. I mean, those
and so like anyone can come in Star Labs. Like
sure. It's an open door policy. People have walked in. Okay, now they brought in Chunk, who's not fat. Where's fat representation? Because Chunk is like super fat in the comics, right? So the 300-pound J-Man wants his 300-pound Chunk. I want my 300-pound Chunk because I want my fat representation.
I'm fine. They change him to be skinny. No,
listen, it's anti-fat people. I'm going to write into the CW and say that they're discriminating.
No, I mean,
I would like you to do that, J-Man.
I'm going to do it.
That'll be hilarious. They're probably
and I'm putting Anthony's name on the postage stamp. If you get a letter from
AKA
the CW,
Kingpin.
Yeah, if you see a cease and desist letter, Anthony, you'll know why that's there.
Oh my god!
No, but seriously, yeah. It's like welcome to Team Flash. Can anyone join this outfit? You know who's really trash is Elongated Man's girlfriend. It's It's not only we didn't get Elongated,
but she's not even there that much.
Richard Dreyfuss's niece.
She was only there for like she only been in the show like 4 times because I mean the actor.
She's in it more.
Like 5 or 6 times. That's it.
But every time she comes in, she's this smart ass. I want to punch her in the head. I hate
the comics, isn't she? She's a smart ass.
Yeah, she is.
But I don't want her on there. She doesn't help killed. Yeah, but she doesn't do anything. Like Flash is super fast. If Flash is going to get help, he needs help from someone who's worthwhile getting help. Like she does martial arts. Flash doesn't need martial arts.
Do you know who is trash?
Yeah, Wally was good.
Do you know who's really trash? Is Ultraviolet. That
I can't stand.
She is horrible.
They only brought her because the current showrunner brought that character to the comics, and it's I don't know.
Like the Flash went downhill. Like watching every season, it's like, oh, there's another guy faster than the Flash for some reason.
Yeah.
But and
I
it's
didn't
like,
mind
oh,
season 4.
then the team has to figure out, oh, how do we beat him? Da, 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 and have drama all.
Just run faster.
Just
The
run
thing
It's
is with
like,
the Flash,
just
like-
end the show already. You're just dragging this on.
like
now-
with the Flash, I didn't mind season 4 or 5. Like 5, it was pretty much the reverse. Like Dawn is teaching.
I feel like
his
it went
daughter
downhill when
I'm fine with that.
they don't use Reverse Flash. They barely use Reverse Flash. Like that's the
Only
Flash.
once in
The
a while.
Flash main villain. Like you're not going to use him that much, really.
I feel like after this, there's gonna be one more season where Reverse Flash is gonna be
Yeah,
the
that'll
villain,
be it.
Well, the thing
and
is,
he's gonna
the thing is
and
that
apparently he's gonna be actually all the villains. He was secretly all the villains.
thing
He
is,
was
like,
controlling
if-
them.
whatever the Flash ends, it's up to Grant Gustin. It's up to him. If
Yeah.
Grant want to end it, it's up to him. Let's say the Flash goes
Oh
to
my
like, one more
Power
season.
of love. Oh.
Oh man,
The Green Lantern movie will have better writing.
That's the
There's no
power
people, like,
of
if
love.
he wants to end the Flash, one more season, let's say season 8 or 9 is the last, and then bring back.
I hated that line. We are the Flash. What the fuck?
They brought that shit from it's from the comics. They brought that from the comics.
It was like
What the
you're having a stroke,
noticed that.
Anthony.
He was having a stroke.
Yeah,
Whoa,
Anthony
no.
was crazy
You're
young.
I
right
noticed
there.
that. Like in like couple of comics, they brought that shit in the comics. We had the Flash. I was like, no.
Like
I don't know why they brought that in the comics.
I know there's one thing from the comics, the lightning rod that's not had anything to do with Barry Allen and Iris. That has to do with Wally West and I think it's
Whatever.
Linda.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Well,
Linda.
Wally
that's
West
it.
I wish
Yeah,
Wally West.
it's from a recent comic book.
Yeah.
I was going through my graphic novels and it was in there. It was Wally West and Linda.
I wish Wally West was in
Yeah.
the show more, but
Good question.
I get
So
Wally's in the show
maybe
a
they
lot.
changed it up a bit.
No,
Well-
I get why Wally's in the show because the actor don't want to be in there most of the time. So I get
Yeah,
that.
the actor also changed his name to Tree. So
You did?
you saw that, Anthony, right? That's why you're laughing, right? Did you see
Yeah,
that?
that's funny.
Come
Tree.
on, dude. That was.
I
that
can't
was
blame.
weird.
I mean, I can't blame him. Even the actress that plays Iris, like she wasn't even in a lot. She was a lot of episodes this season, but not that much. She wanted to take a break because she's over there in Vancouver. Imagine being at Vancouver for a year, and that's too much.
Well, we live in
I
Canada,
get
so
Yeah, well,
I want to ask your opinion.
I get her. I get why she's pissed. Like she
Yeah.
I already live here.
everyone wants to come here to have a hit show, and when they have a hit show, they don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Candace Patton. I mean, a lot of Canadians hate Candace Patton. The girl.
What do you guys think of the season finale of 7? I want your honest opinion.
Of what? Flash? I didn't see it.
Oh my!
Of the
I
Flash?
will say this about
Yeah.
the Lightning.
The season 7, didn't you watch the whole season
this
7?
last season, Arkham.
Yeah.
I'm 4 away. So
I'm not looking forward to next season, to be honest with you. It ended that whole thing where they're in the and it's like, I've stopped time for us. I'm like,
Did you see
the Star Wars fight.
there's
So-
no
I know, I get it's from the comics, but that do not translate right.
there-
I'm
there's
sorry. That lightning thing.
there's
It
no
does
saving
not
the season.
like
Right?
spoiler that Thawne and Barry team up and
Oh yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
use the Speed Force to create lightning swords and
It's
have a
from the
lightning
comics,
sword
but
battle.
a different version. I think it's called a lightning dot.
Like
Something like that.
I understand how Godspeed knows how to do it.
Yeah, he's from
but
the future.
That makes sense. But Barry, when did he learn how to do that? I'm 50.
I mean,
Thawne, I kind of can buy he can probably do it, but I do not.
Yeah, Barry. Like,
I can't get the buy where how did Barry Allen learn how to create a lightning sword.
So,
What?
like Barry and Iris kissed and created new forces, and they're like, "We're parents now." Like after that, I was
Well, they
like,
died. They dead.
You
So
could
they don't-
literally like Barry Allen could just be God at this point, and I'm like,
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
and then you know,
he's
like when
still-
Cisco leaves,
I mean, he's faster than Reverse Flash now. He even say, "Hello." Reverse Flash asks, "How the fuck you became faster than me?" And then he
Reverse
run
Flash
away.
like disappeared, and then he reappeared in season 5 in the future when he was supposedly eradicated from existence. And he just shows up whenever he wants. Like he was on Legends, but at least there it was
Well,
like
Legends,
a
that was good
prior
when he was
version.
there. That was season
Right.
2.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that
But
makes
like,
sense.
if Tom Cavanaugh has left the show, leave the friggin' show.
yeah. So okay, so I saw. Okay, so when Cisco,
I mean, he directed Superman Lost this week, which it was good.
yeah, the thing. So when Cisco left, this is another bar festival. It's like, oh, my greatest fear is that I'm going to be here in 40 years. What, saving the world every day?
Yeah.
It's like,
No,
I want to
he's
go
dead
to
in this
Argus,
future.
and what are you going to do in Argus that's going to be that important, and that's going to be better than what you're doing here? And the worst is his girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to open up an art gallery. It's like, are you for real? Because the world's going to end, dumbass. There's not going to be an art gallery when Godspeed kills everyone, idiot. It's like, but I want my art gallery. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
it's
God.
bad. It's bad.
I mean,
it's so dumb.
his girlfriend
That's
was
dumb.
not even in a lot of episodes. I didn't even notice her in every. Like,
I don't know what to think about the Flash show anymore.
I liked when he was dating the girl from the future, and Danny Trejo was his father-in-law. I love that sort of idea because we got Danny Trejo once in a while.
Danny Trejo is great.
Like
I like the costume.
This should bring back the Trickster. Man, I wish it.
I did like the episode where Chester and Cisco went back and it was in time, and he said,
Oh,
was
the
fun.
90s.
My
That was
father-
good.
like,
That was good.
that was good.
I
Like-
also
like
like
Chester.
Yeah, I
like
do
the
too.
bar episode. I like the bar episode and Nora when they came back and stuff. I like that
See,
and stuff.
see, with Chester, they did something smart for this character only. Only this character.
Yeah.
They introduced him earlier on and have him
season
be kind of a
6?
fun character. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? He kind of
Season
teams up with
6.
Cisco, and then they slowly brought that guy in. But these other characters, like, oh, here you go. It's like, who are you? I don't know, but I'm on Team Flash. It's like, no, you're not. You're garbage. And it's like, here's another character. I'm Dibney's girlfriend. We don't like you. We like Dibney. Oh, well, he did some angry tweet, or he did some tweets that people interpreted
No,
as bad.
well,
It's
the
like,
fans
okay.
brought those tweet up and they.
Oh yeah, let's.
That's fucked up.
That
what the
was
fans
brutal.
did.
It's like,
That
let's
was
get this
fucked
chick in. It's like, oh, what do you do? What makes you qualified for Team Flash? I can kick people. So can everybody. Everyone can fight on this team. What else do you bring? That's the
About his
prerequisite to get in the
tweets.
door.
The thing is,
About
I
his
love when
tweets.
Ralph was in the show.
Ralph was good because he's a superhero.
Ralph
Yeah,
is
like
the
I love
best
when
part
Ralph
of
was
it.
in the show. Like
Yeah.
he was good.
Like, if the actor wasn't gonna come back, just recast him.
Then
Like,
recast
true.
them.
Like
And-
that was like
but them, they'll
like
be back.
why you could just recasted him. No one would have mind. Like that. Instead, they just stopped using him and said, "Oh,
We only saw him
he
one
got
time.
in like some kind of severe accident or something."
No,
like
we
that.
saw him one time, and that's
Yeah.
when he got his face fucked up.
Melted.
And
Yeah.
there was a stunt
I-
double.
I feel
I
like
know
that's a
he's
lame.
Like what? What the fuck? What are you talking?
I feel like that's a lame excuse to get rid of a character.
Yeah, that
No.
was a stupid excuse.
I
ever.
know the actor said some messed up things.
Yeah,
But
that was like
but
10
then
years
again,
ago.
Kevin
And the fans
Hart
brought that shit
and
back.
James Gunn said some messed up things too,
It's
I mean-
Warner Brothers. What do you think?
and yet they. Well, if that's the case, then why did Warner Brothers hire James Gunn?
Well, I mean, he has
Money.
Well, that was like 3 years ago. So he
They're outraged when it's convenient to be outraged.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
still-
Yeah.
there
They're
you go,
outraged
Steve.
when they want to be.
Yep. There. Yep. Steve said
yeah,
it.
he was
That's it.
canceled by people 4 years ago, and then or 3 or 2,
Yeah.
whatever was it, and then he came back and apologized and said.
Plus, does he make those type of tweets now? No, he
No,
doesn't.
no, he doesn't.
So-
So James Gunn responds to the fans. I see him all the
I'm
time
also talking
respond to
about the
fans.
actor who played.
No, well, they can't.
Yeah.
The actor hasn't been on social media for like a year and a half. So
Yeah,
No,
so-
but I
so
mean,
by the
like,
way-
modern time, does he make those same tweets that he did?
Yeah,
Right.
there's no redemption for
There's
cancel
no
culture.
redemption. So
Because
here's what
no,
here's
there's
what-
no
it
redemption.
looks
what-
brand new to them. You know?
right. So
I
here's
hate
what's
cancel
happened.
culture.
So when young child support, when you were 5 years old, you were in school and some kid fell and you pointed to him and laughed at him and that was caught on tape.
I'll even
Now,
do that today.
in 20 years from now, you'll become a famous movie director, and they're going to find out from when you were 5 and be like, we have to cancel you. It's like,
Yep.
can I not be a
You-
different person than I was?
Even if
years
I make
ago?
a stupid decision while I'm a teenager, emphasis on teenager.
Right. It doesn't matter.
Well, the
There's
thing
no
is,
such
like,
thing as
the
personal
actor,
growth.
the
Right,
actor
there's
that
no
played
growth.
Ralph, he apologized the next day in
Yeah,
the
it's
CW.
Yeah, like, my
Enterprise
problem
fire
with-
him. Like
with
what?
cancel
People-
culture-
and then everybody on the Flashcast like, yeah, fuck him. What, bro? You've been working with him since season 4. Oh yeah, fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
I
Like,
think they're just
really?
saying that just to like they have to protect their
Stupid.
company brand and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
Warner Brothers.
like I think any company
Then
would
again,
do.
Warner Bros. Has done some shady shit behind doors that have recently come out. So
That's true.
Any company will probably do that to like make sure the blame doesn't like happen or anything like that. Like it's a business. Like we live in a business with money and everything like that. So it is what it is, and nothing's gonna really change about it. So
Well, this is gonna be a 3-hour stream. Let's go.
No, not
Yeah.
until people start rejecting these companies for doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
like-
agree. Cancel culture is the worst shit ever.
Like,
I
the-
think I
the-
stopped
the-
watching The
the-
Flash when they did that to him.
like my problem with cancel culture is you could do like something of 12 or 20 years ago or something like that, and you find
Bring
this
it back.
and just bring it back like
Mhm.
really like this person's a better person. Like we all make mistakes in our lives, really. Like the people that are bringing it up, I bet they've been done freaking stupid ass shit in their lives.
But even if they've
You
done
know-
stupid things, they get fired. It's like if you're
That's
if you're
true.
sitting, if you're
Ezra
sitting
Miller
at
did
work-
after he chokeslammed someone.
Well, that's
like-
fake.
like yeah,
That's
I like Ezra Miller, but
You could tell it, but
he
you could tell
chokeslammed
that's
someone
fake
only to
because
get-
you could tell it's fake because if it was real, she would have been in court with him right now.
he did it so fast that the camera didn't pick it up, so that makes him good to play the Flash because it was so fast we didn't see it happen.
I'm fast as fuck.
I mean,
it-
look
it-
at me.
it
A
was
lot of
very
people
fast.
want
Okay.
him.
This is what I think about the video. I have a friend that works in like the filming industry and stuff like that. I asked him look at it. He says it's fake. It doesn't look real. Like
It doesn't
like
matter.
why would Ezra Miller touch her so lightly? Like
Yeah,
right?
that's true. Like like
If
Like,
I was
that's not-
Ezra Miller, I would start doing some fake videos where I'm literally kicking the crap out of people and choke slamming them and like doing DDTs
Like
and
old
stuff.
ladies and stuff.
Oh, yeah, go up to old ladies and give them a stunner, stone cold stunner,
Yeah,
kick them out.
it's
He's
just
just
so
running up and
obvious
jump kick
it's
them.
fake.
Boom. Or like clothesline, short clothesline. He goes to help an old woman cross the street. He grabs her arm and short clotheslines.
He just picks her
Or
up and
she's
bang,
walking across
breaks
the
her
street
back.
and you just see him spear her.
and then he gets up and turns to the camera. He's like, "Watch me in the new Flash movie." This
oh my god, that is terrible.
Nah, he just does it really fast and then says, "Watch Flash." And
Watch
then-
can't see me. Can't see me.
And he gives her a final kick before running off.
Oh my god. Okay,
It's just him in the Flash costume.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, guys, we're gonna end it off there because I gotta go. But that was very funny. Well, I'm glad we beat up the Flash because I was watching and I thought, wow, why is it so trash all of a sudden? I think the costume looks good. I still like Barry. I think he's good. I like the actor Grant Gustin. I don't know. Like I still like the Flash. It was very light. It was light and entertaining. But it's getting too.
The problem
stupid.
is it's a CW. Like when you get the first two seasons will be good or three. But like then it starts going very downhill. Like that's the gist of every CW show. Like I don't want Superman Lois to be on the CW anymore. Just put that on HBO Max. Like to be honest, all HBO Max like
Well,
I
it is the
just-
HBO Max
I
show.
just want
like,
to be
it's something
honest, like, just put like Stargirl or Superman and Lois on HBO Max because that's so much better to have them on because like the CW just downhills and just drives these content into the
Well,
ground.
the thing
basically.
with
They
Stargirl,
do like just end the Arrowverse out of misery right now.
I mean, the
Just
thing
end
with
it.
Stargirl is written by Jeff Johns, so that's good for him. With
The
Superman
Stargirl
Lois,
comic, that one shot was pretty good. That one shot didn't come out.
I mean, season 2 is dope. They introduced
It's just
Alan
like
Scott daughter.
like season 2 could be good, but how do we know season 3 is gonna be good because of
We don't.
the CW?
We
Yeah,
don't.
we know. They'll
don't.
drive into the ground.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna end off there. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. And probably nothing. I don't know now. I might do something Sunday because now Saturday's in question. I don't know if I'm gonna be going somewhere. I don't know what's going on. There's gonna be thunderstorms here. Apparently, I've just been getting texts because I was supposed to meet up with my cousins to wrap up the business stuff. But we'll see how it goes. If there's something, I'll post it. But all right, guys, thanks for watching.
All right, J-Man.